Back home, back home. Hey, Tammy, Meredith Lynn. Hey, Mods, Erie Forever. Welcome in, my friend. Hey, Charcoal Ninja, Puka Vista, Kestrel made it. Robin Miners, I missed you. Just Jen, Heather Rhodes made it. Cheap Chick is here. Joanne Hawley is here. The whole gang's here. Hey, Diana H., Leslie Mosley, Donna Cooper, Ruth Anna, SoCal Joy. I love you, and I want to apologize again to the people that I wanted to spend more time with, and I'm sorry that we did not. You were one of them, Sierra Terry. I wanted to spend a little more time, and I apologize. I'm glad I got to hug you, but still, it wasn't enough for me. So I love you, and thank you for still continuing to be here on the channel. Hey, Sarah Cray Cray, Liz Tricks, Bo, Laura Lou. Oh, he's so friendly. But he says, "You've been gone and I'm very upset about it. And I feel shafted. I feel shafted." Bubba, we talked about this. I took you to your Grams today. You just ate your lunchies. You got extra treats. It's a whole thing, everybody. Hey, Mrs. EP, Bethany, West Coast Fancy Nancy. Hey, Hope, Scientology up north. Welcome in. Hey, Hockey. Stacy Toms is an angel. I got to meet her in person. She brought me donuts. Enough said, right? Like, I'm not sure I remember the conversation. I just remember the donuts. I'm just kidding. I had a great time with Stacy. Guys, this trip was so worth it. Alone, just being able to meet these people. You have no idea what it means to me. Hey, Lumen. Hey, Roddy Mom. Buffy. Just Joan. Am I really behind or something? No. Hey, Linda. Marshall Laird. Linda Perales. He's like, let's just sit here and hold hands, shall we? He's like, I'm not comfortable unless I just lean into you with my body heat. No, why would you think that's a problem, Bo? Bojangles, it's not that big of a deal, Bojangles. He says it's a very big deal because I'm a poodle and I'm a needy man and I need time with you, lots of it. And he says, if you're not going to spend it with me, I'll just sit here and lean into you. I can't operate my mouse left-handed. Okay, I'll try. Hey, MLG Gamer, Rhonda McNeil. Hey, Nancy Jane, Eric Levitt, Kim's Whims, Marie Marion. Lydia Krause is here. Armine. Oh my God, Armine, that's crazy. Hey, Jeannie Hansen. Speaking of Liz Tricks, yesterday was her birthday, and I hate that I didn't get to celebrate it with her. I didn't really get to do anything with her, and I just want to tell her here, happy birthday to Liz Tricks, and I'm sorry that you had to eat cat treats on your birthday. Jeez. Christy Lynn Wilson, and here's another one. Guys, this one here, I don't want to highlight her too much because it's not her favorite thing in the world, but I just want to say thank you to Alicia. Oh my God, Bo, it's too much. How did you even do that? I want to say thank you to Alicia. Okay. I know that you exist. I'm well aware. Who wants a poodle? Anybody? Anybody? I just want to say I love Alicia so much, and she actually saved me in a ton of ways. Physically for sure, but also spiritually, mentally. I'm not kidding. She is your guide if you need one. Alicia, thank you. I'm sorry I haven't texted you today. I just woke up a little bit ago. I've been off all day. I had to take Huxley to the gym. We had to get ready stuff for school this week. You get it, I know. But I loved Alicia, and I really, really deeply got to know a lot of you while I was there. I mean, I spent hours with Alicia. And she truly did save me. And I don't think she wants me to go into how, but you know how, Alicia. And I just want to say thank you again. I love you. I really connected with you. Thank you. Hey, Abigail. Hey, Heather, Blessed Gloria, Elena Raderman. I love you, Elena. I know you haven't. Hey, Skeeter. I'm an enabler. Oh man. I was like, this will be good for my diabetes. She gave me this big, huge box of donuts. And I was like, how did you know that this helps diabetes? The diabetics. Thank you so much. It was incredible. I sat there all morning eating that the next day. Hey, Julie. And I told you this. I only eat donuts maybe twice a year. Maybe. I forget they exist because I'm like, you have to go to a donut place to get a donut. And so I'll be honest, when I was married to the cellist like the donuts, and I don't eat them, but when I do eat them, I'm like, why don't I eat donuts more? Oh, I forgot. This heavy fat pouch. Hey, Debbie Zito, Linda, love you, babe. Hey, Pat Jonas. Thank you, Hope. Kathy Burkhart made it. JR, Mad Drop Bear, Verbo Boss. Oh man, it was a great time in California. Whoops. In California. I forgot to silence this puppy. Jan made it. Oh my god, Original Ann is here. That's always a treat. I love that lady so much. It's a Sunday. That's why she's here. I was like, what's she doing here on a Monday? I'm going to be thrown off on my days for the week, and I just need you guys to reel me back in if you would and just tell me what day it is. Thank you so much. Rachel Sandy, Katie Fulton, I love you too. I know, Ann, it's Liz's birthday. She's like 107. She says it's totally fine. I did fancy feast with extra gravy and a candle. Oh my God. She is a fancy gal, isn't she? If Liz were a cat, she'd be one of those Himalayans. She'd be very fancy. Or she'd be one of those cool hairless ones with like a knitted cap. I could see that too. I could see both, honestly. Liz, I hope you had a great birthday and I love you. Tawana Ball, you look dazzling in your silver dress. Hope you had a wonderful trip. Thank you so much. I don't, hey, Lumen, did I say hi to you, Lumen? Mama Bear. I don't know that dress was right. I brought that because let's just talk about that real quick because Carmela Cannoli, oh my God, you're new. You better stay because that name is my favorite. So I had a cat named Carmela. I also love Tony Soprano and I can do it. Watch. Tony. That's Carmela Soprano right there. That's all you have to say. Tony. That's how she did it every time. Tony. That's my favorite character in the world. So Carmela Cannoli, mods, lock the doors. Carmela can't leave. Make sure that she doesn't leave. Treat it like a Scientology event, mods. Like stand there with clipboards and make sure she doesn't leave because we want Carmela Cannoli here. That's the best. I wish if I'd have come up with that, I would have stolen it. I might change my channel to Carmela Cannoli too. You don't mind, do you? I didn't think you would. Welcome and sorry to freak you out. Hey, Alex Moore. Oh, I love a caftan. Okay. I have tons of caftans, but I don't feel right wearing them in the countryside. I wore them all over Kansas City, but in a beachy town, they fit. They're great in a beachy town. But God, here's the thing. You know how I always say dress for your body type? Those aren't quite for my body type. And here's why. I already look like a potato with legs. So when you put that on, like a couple of people were like, oh my God, when's your baby due? Not in real life, but on YouTube. And I was like, we're having a August baby. And we couldn't be more excited. No, when I wear a dress, that's why I wear dresses or high-waisted pants, because this is the skinniest part of my waist. So I like to belt or pull it in right there to kind of give me a waist. So when you throw a potato sack of a caftan on me, I love those caftans and I normally will belt them. But I was like, should I belt it? Should I not belt it? And then going back and watching some of it, I was like, ooh, that wasn't the best choice, was it? Great fabric, guys. Don't get me wrong. Great material. I'm not rejecting it. I'm not rejecting your compliment. The caftan is gorgeous. On an Idaho potato, it's up for interpretation. Hey, Maryland's Fine Art. Hey, Linda Garden Lady. Jennifer Ogle made it. That is such a nice thing to say. The way your fur babies are drawn to you shows your heart. Is that true? Did animals love Jeffrey Dahmer? I never thought of this before. Look at this thing on my lip. See it? I've been chewing on my lip and I don't know why. Right there. We're doing this. Also, I broke my tooth. See it? See that? I broke my front tooth and I could not be more upset about it. Don't ask me how. I went into a public bathroom to get a smoothie and I went to put on my lip stain and I was like, what happened to my tooth? I just paid those off. Literally, I just paid my teeth off. Thank God my dentist is in Kansas City because that really helps. Thank you so much. Hey, Lexi. Tawana became a member, guys. Aren't you cute? Thank you that was a choice that she made. Thank you for that choice. I love you. It was Scientology Up North. Jojo, I just want to say you stayed with me through that stream and I did not validate that at all. So thank you, Jojo. And I love you for staying with me. And I know it was late. Hey, Sandy Kovacs, Diane LS. Oh, Diane, we could get into that. Catherine B is here. God, she's cute. Am I really behind? Ooh, yep. Pretty behind. Let me try to catch up here. Hey, Lee Sane. Oh, yeah. See, with a diamond collar and a crystal, what? Bell. Crystal bell. Liz Trix would be the fanciest indoor cat too, you know it. She wouldn't poop in her litter box unless it was like totally empty and clean. And she would probably sit at a window all day and be like, get out of my space. She'd be super mean. She'd just be one of those cats. Carmela, I'm serious. You're not going anywhere. Don't even try. The doors are locked. And you looked amazing with the pink glasses and shimmery dress in Hollywood. Thank you so much, Marissa Martin. I got to see Anthony Hopkins' star. You know whose star I saw that made me sad? Carmela, please stay. Yadir is begging you. Hey, Lynn Swell, Robert Duvall. I saw Hux. What was that? Oh, thought you tripped and fell, son. Robert Duvall made me sad because, as we know, he died like a week ago. What made the dress hip and modern was the Adidas. Amazing. Are you being serious right now? Do you know why I wore those? I was going to wear a sandal with that dress. I brought sandals, but I ripped my toenail polish off on my big toe. And so all 9 of my toes were painted except my big toe, kind of like my damn tooth. Everything's normal, but we broke the front tooth. There's nothing we can do about that. So I'm glad that you say that because did I just catch up? Nope. I'm glad that you say that because hey, Lilac Lime. Hey, Ghost Rider. Thanks, Cheap Chick. Little Redneck, welcome back, babe. Hey, Martin. Dang, I got behind and then it scooted me up to the front. Jen Finberg's here. I wasn't going to wear those shoes with that dress. Now, don't get me wrong. I think a golden goose, a samba is so cute with a caftan. So you're right. I mean, it worked, Erie, but I preferred a sandal with that. Plus, it was really hot that night in LA. So I was like, I'm sad. I wish I could have gotten a petty. Thank you. Thank you, Katie Fulton. Hey, Riley's Human. Love you too, Ghost Rider. Where do you get your caftans? Who's this person? I don't know how to say her name, but welcome in, babe. Tawana Ball. Where do you get your caftans? Jennifer Grace is I did not, Lexi, get to see that anthro, and I couldn't be more sad. Hey, Lexi Ann. So Jennifer, not Jennifer. So it's Jennafer, Grace. She made the yin yang coat that I wear. She made all of my caftans. I own so many coats that she has made. She's out of San Diego, and she hand makes everything. And I have been supporting kind of like Claire V bags. I've been carrying Claire V way before you guys knew who the hell she was. I liked Claire V before Claire V was cool and everybody had one. Same with Jennifer Grace. I discovered her. Katie Fulton loves Jennifer Grace. I turned her on to her. She does kimonos. I've got a bunch of her kimonos. Katie sent me a kimono. She does caftans like nobody's biz. And you can't see it, Anne. I'll send you a picture. I took a picture up close. See? Yeah. It hurts too, like when the wind hits it. That's a bummer. I don't know how they're going to fix that. And I wouldn't even get it fixed, but I have a feeling it's going to get worse. Jennifer Grace I have her app. Like she does live streams. She's gotten pretty big and I love her stuff. It would be an honor to meet her someday. Marilyn's Fine Art says, I know what you mean. I look like Humpty Dumpty. I have skinny arms and skinny legs. Yeah, it's just a thing. And I've hey, Tiffany Murphy, I've kind of accepted it. I mean, I'm all tummy. I always have been. It's just the way of the Lord. I'm nothing in the back though. Big ass. I have a big ass, but I don't have any back fat yet, which I find exciting. You know, all my life I wanted huge boobs. And now I'm like, no, I don't. I don't have anything back here. It's like smooth. I was looking in a mirror in Huntington Beach and I was like, naked. I was like, damn, it's smooth back here. Like, I wish you could turn my head around and put me on the front, put my tits on my back because it's smooth back there. The front, you turn around and it's like, oh my God, I didn't know you were delivering a baby in 3.5 minutes from now. Wow. She's dilated to a 10. Hey, Zoe. Who was the lady in all yellow? She was great with her boomer voice. That's Laura FM. So we're going to get into that. I love her. I absolutely love Laura FM. I really got close to her being there and I enjoyed her so much. And she does have a hell of a voice. She's also a singer. She's an amazing singer. I don't ever wear shirts tucked in and I have to pull all my pants up like I have an Empire waist whenever the crotch should be where it should be. Yeah. Okay. I get that. I don't have to do that because I have a long waist. And when you put on a lot of things on me, it looks like you vacuum sealed my vagina. Like I tried some stuff on while I was there and literally it's like a Dyson. It's like you turn on a Dyson with a Ziploc into my vagina.
and it's like immediately vacuum sealed. So I don't have that problem because I'm all body and my legs are like a corgi. And it's a bum deal. It's a bummer. I asked a few LA doctors if they could fix that while I was there. I had a few consultations. I said, can you add length to the leg? No. Okay. Can you cut in the midsection and shorten my waist so that I'm all legs and tits? No. Okay. So they couldn't do it. They couldn't do it. They could make Jim Carrey not be Jim Carrey, but they couldn't do that for me. Chatters and lurkers, I hope you had fun on your trip. That was productive. It was productive for you. Glad you're back. Thank you, Grandma Sunshine Dragon. I love you. Thank you for being a member. Well, thank you, Mrs. EP. I couldn't agree with you more on that. What was I saying? Oh, anyway, it was a great trip. It was very productive. I have to have a root canal. Ooh. Sorry to hear that, babe. You'll be okay, though. You'll be all right. Root canals are scary. They suck. I've had 7, but it's also just, we'll be all right. You're a little tiny thing, and just lay there and text me and tell me how you feel, and we'll just validate your feelings. You were perfect in your outfits and your awesome personality. Thank you, Donna. Am I still showing up as Deborah M? No, not at all, Deborah M, but I'm glad I know who you are now. Cliff Ann is officially a member. Did somebody gift memberships, or did you get a membership? What happened? What do you mean? How did that happen? What's going on? Thank you, Erie Forever. My heart broke when you encountered the gentleman you knew. I minded too, and I'd like to talk about it today if you're here, if you're up for it. Hey, Melissa. Tennis shoes and dresses are the thing. They are. I love, love, love it. Hey, Sharon Marks. Tahoe Trinkets. I saw you last night. I watched it last night. I wanted to hug you through the phone after that raw interaction with your childhood friend and that handler. Great way of putting it. It was a handler. Thank you for coming over here from the boat, by the way. Thank you to everybody who came over from the boat and gave me a chance. I really enjoyed chatting with you last night. You were very kind. And thank you for noticing that. The lady in yellow was Lara Fenn, former Scientologist, former Sea Org member. That's a better way of describing her. I didn't really give her background credentials. Thank you for that. Zoe, you may have to repost it because I am really behind and I'm scrolling back up now and I'm not seeing you. Is there any way, Zoe, that you can retype it? Because I'm going really far up and now I got to go back down again. I'm sorry that I missed you. Here we go. Is that you? Nope. I just went way up and now I can't find it. Zoe, would you mind reposting it? Hey, Bella Balooza. Sandy Kovacs, that's crazy. How behind? Jesus. Okay, I'm really behind. I'm going to have to scoot up. I'm like 5 minutes behind. I'm really behind. And I got to be honest, I can handle anything. You can throw anything my way. I can literally handle anything. I don't get nervous. I never get nervous. I can handle anything live. I do not like getting this behind because what happens is I'm talking about something and the whole point of this show is to engage with you guys. And so if I'm 5 minutes behind, you guys are way ahead of me engaging and I have no idea what you're saying. So I don't like that. Hey, babe. Hi, honey buns. Look, a super chat. Oh my God, it's baby steps. Doing weekend things. It was a privilege to meet you and the ladies. Alicia, thank you again for lunch and taking such good care of Reese. Reese, I wish I could have been at Big Blue with you. Love you much. I wish you could have been there too, but next time. There will be a next time, guys. I do have business in LA. I will be going back to LA. I'm also going to get my legs lengthened probably there. So don't worry about it. And I love you, baby steps. I'm so glad we shared what we did. And I'm so glad I got to meet you in person. I knew I loved you, but I loved you even more in person. And I love that. I mean that. Like, I'm glad that we are friends forever. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Kim is Blue. Honestly, Kim, I'm glad you were there. What kind of teeth do you have? Caps or crowns or bridges? I have the cheap kind of veneers. They are called composite veneers. So they're not the porcelain veneers that are like 10,000 a piece. They are just... They whittle down your teeth, and then it was a cosmetic dentist in Kansas City, and then she added composite filling to shape them and mold them. I think all 4 front teeth was around, I want to say $2,000, if I even remember. This was years ago, but I did just make payments and pay it off. It was not super expensive for the time. At the time when I was married, it sucks now, but I did it at the time. And it just broke. So that sucks. That's the problem. If I did porcelain veneers, I don't think those break as easily. However, I think you have to get those replaced like every 10 years. So you got to be loaded to get those. And that's not me. Let's hope it is one day. Abigail, Thank you for the not super chat, gifting memberships. And I love that you're here. Abigail, I missed you. Thank you for that. People love that. And there's Helena. A caftan is all about attitude and aura. Your spirit oozes glam. No one rocks a caftan better. And you know, I'll say when I don't like something, yes, I do. Helena and I have the same kind of style. But I understand you need time to accept this. I have faith. Wow. You might have just pushed me over the edge, honestly. The fact that you compared that with spirit is absolutely incredible. And thank you, Helena. Thank you for super chatting. I love you. I thought Reese is so perfectly, absolutely Reese in LA. Bella Balooza, that's so nice. That is really kind. Thank you, guys. Hey, Lenora Gray. That's okay, Lenora Gray. Guys, life happens. My tooth broke on Friday. Lucas said the tooth fairy won't give me money because I swallowed it. He thought it was funny. What a creep. Oh my God. Lucas, I so hear him saying that. I can see him. Lucas his thoughts are crazy creative. Like, I love Lucas, guys. That's her son. I think he just turned 8. I think he's 8 this year. And he's British and he's so cute in our Zoom calls. And I can quote him. I swam 25 meters. He's so cute. He's hilarious. Thank you, Lydia. And I'm sorry your tooth broke. Thank you for the super chat. Buffy, she's actually not too upset. Hey, Michelle Dry. Okay, well, we'll catch you up, Michelle. I'm catching myself up right now. Thank you, SoCal Joy. Am I exhausted? Yeah, I'm pretty tired. The time changed, but I'll be all right. I'll catch right back up. I'm bouncing back. Laura was sent to the ranch at 4 years old. She was the youngest one there. It's horrible. Thank you, Deb HRN. Thank you, Zoe. Holly is here. Jeannie Hansen, I hope I don't have to have a crown. If a dentist tells me that, I'm not going to be able to do it. Hey, Haggis, thank you for being there the other night. Hey, Chops World. There's my bunny. Your particular brand of protesting humanizes the entire issue and makes the cult look absolutely horrible without the protester looking offensive. You were gold. What a nice thing to say, babe. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. It was hard. Hey, Joel Sachs, that was a tough stream for me. I don't know if you guys could tell, and I'm not being sarcastic. That was a tough stream for me. It took a lot out of me, and I went back to the hotel and cried quite a bit. I talked to Tommy late that night, and I cried. It was rough. Not sure if you missed it, but my son chipped his 2 front teeth and they used white filler. It's meant to last 10 years. Okay. Well, I'm going to need it. I'm going to need some of that white filler. Hey, Kimberly Hallman, welcome in, babe. Oh my God. Isn't he original, Ann? Thank you for answering my question, Reese. And see, you did that and I didn't even have to pay you to be good to me. No, nobody has to pay me to do anything, but I appreciate it, Zoe, and I love you. I definitely wanted to answer your question. Thank you for super chatting that. That was very kind. I think you were meant to be a Cali girl. Shimmy, shimmy. I wish I could, but I can't afford it. So yesterday morning on my way out, I got to the LAX airport and I was like, I'm starving. And I had 2 hours before my flight. I was like, I'm just going to get a breakfast sandwich and a coffee, not a fancy coffee. I got a coffee. Okay. I got a hot coffee that tasted burnt and a breakfast sandwich, and it was $33. And I was like, I can't live here. I just had to literally charge a breakfast sandwich. And that, my friends, is not where you want to be at 41 and a half. Don't be like me where you have to, I hear George Carlin right now, like Americans pulling out their credit card out of a fanny pack, charging Tic Tacs, paying 18% interest. Don't be like me. If you have to charge a breakfast sandwich, you just probably should fast and not eat. Thank you, Baby Steps, for your super chat. Hey, Reese, it was great to have you hang out with Tori. Made me fall in love with her like a grandma. I want her to adopt me. Is Tori? Hey, Bo Beats, I missed your super chat. Nuh-uh, not for long. Nuh-uh. There it is. I do not miss super chats. Thank you for telling me I missed it. What does that butterfly picture say? Oh, Bo Beats, you're going to love this. Thank you for super chatting me. And just when the caterpillar thought the world was over, it became a butterfly. I love this, and I love the art. This is the same artist that did that peace sign. It's called Sugar Boo. And I absolutely love this. I absolutely love this. Thank you for noticing. I have it just propped up here on these things, and honestly, it's probably going to end up falling. But thanks for noticing. Yeah, Kim is what was really tough. What would you ever come back to Washington? Yeah, of course I would. You've asked me that, Buffy, and I guys, I really intend to do more traveling. Yeah, Christy Lynn. Um, Buffy, absolutely. I'd love to meet you. It's so uncomfortable to watch protesters yell at members and chase them. I'm not sure who looks worse. They do. They do. You know why I say that? Okay, I'm just gonna have to catch myself up. Um, Babe, don't say that. That's not true at all. That's not nice, and that's not true. I don't want you to feel that way. Hey, Charlene, you can't afford it now, but the future holds great things. Thank you, baby steps. We talked about that. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for the super chat. And that's true. You're right. I'm going to think that way. We talked about that a lot with Karma Charms Kittens as well. The I want to talk about that a little bit before I go into this. I absolutely agree with that on who looks worse. I do not support protesting if you're going to scream at these people. What I witnessed, see, here's the problem. I was on the plane yesterday and I tried to watch some of that stream. Hey, Toby, welcome in. I tried to watch some of that stream. It's so pixelated and buffered. It buffers constantly. The Scientologists there, I don't know how they do it. I still don't know how they do it, but they have some device that throws off my, what do you call it? My Wi-Fi. Jamming. Someone kept saying they're jamming the Wi-Fi. I don't understand how that. Hi, Reese. This past week of shows was very enlightening, and I have so much respect for you. You truly are an inspiration to us. That is K Design. Thank you for saying that. That really is validating for me, and I appreciate it so much. I really do. Thank you for saying that. I need to hear that sometimes. Lisa says chemo has been kicking my butt. Simple, exhausted, and in pain. You always give me a smile. I am so sorry. I understand. I haven't experienced chemo myself, but I have a close relative that's dealing with it as well. And it is heartbreaking to experience and watch someone go through. So, Lisa, prayers for you, healing, well wishes for you. I mean that. And I'm sorry. Thank you for sharing that. It's not always something that people want to share. So I appreciate you saying it. Thank you, Toby. Love you, Reese, my friend. I have never met. See, it's weird because I feel like I know you so well, Riley's human, but thank you. And I love you too. Thank you for being a member. Signal Jammer. That's it. I just finally caught up. Was that Viggy? Thanks, Viggy. Signal Jammer, Scrambler, SoCal Joy says. So I say it was hard on you. You're a strong woman. Much love. Thank you. It was hard. It was very difficult. And give me a sec, guys. Okay. All right. I got it. Thank you. Hold on, guys. I'm going to blow my nose. I got to respond to something real quick. Okay. But see, here's my question. Yeah. Hey, Chef Brian. Reese, you must have impact for them to be so worried about your presence. But aren't they doing that to everyone? They're doing it to everybody. But yeah, no, I'm sure as a whole, we are making an impact. Oh yeah, hit the like button, guys, while you're here, please, and hit the subscribe button while you're here. And thank you for coming over. For the new people coming over, giving me a chance. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you to everyone who's watching. What were you going to say about Tori just now? I was just going to talk about the whole thing. They kept jamming my signal. So I went back to try to watch it, and it was very Were those LA activists also ex-Scientologists? Most of them. Yes, not all of them, but most of them are ex-Scientologists. Tori, of course, Lara FM, that guy Peter. Does anybody know what his channel name is? He was super nice and he says he comes over and he's a fan of the channel, but I don't know what his channel name is. I found out, is an ex-Scientologist. And I think those are the ex-Scientologists about as far as that group went, but I'm not entirely sure. Thank you, Riley's Human, just because I want to. That is so nice. And I mean it. I'm very grateful for it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Rue, welcome in, babe. I got like 10,000 views and I was shocked that it got so many views. Caftan for me, Rachel. I was shocked that it got so many views because it was so broken up. It was so poor. The quality of the stream was so poor. I couldn't even stay on. I tried to watch it on the plane and I was like, I don't rewatch my stuff, but Tommy said that there was a bunch of comments that I missed that were really good comments. And he's right. There were amazing. Hey, Susan Cook, I hope you're doing well. Hey, Perfectly Me, welcome in. Thank you. Thanks, Lenora Gray. Speaking of, look who it is. Look who it is. It's our girl. Recent friends, guys, it's Tori. It's an honor to have her here. Peter's channel used to be Roan. I wonder why. Maybe he's a lurker, Tori. That could be it because I don't recognize that. And I really enjoyed meeting him. Tori, it was. Yes, it was. Hey, Heather in the library. Renee B, it was really hard for me. Tori, I love you. And I am so glad I got to see you in person. And it won't be the last time. I enjoyed our interaction and our chat. And it was so much fun. And next time I'd like to see you a little more. That was really, really, really great. And everybody loves you, Tori. And I mean that. Everybody loves you. You are truly an inspiration. And you are... I just don't feel this way about hardly anyone, but you are a beaming, you are a very bright, you are a light that you're drawing. How am I trying to say it? You draw people in, you draw me in, even more so in person. So Tori, Hearts of Oak. Hearts of Oak, everybody. Hearts of Oak. I have been thinking that ever since she told me that story a couple months ago. And Tori has some great stories. And this is what I mean. I don't want to put her on the spot. But guys, this is why I gravitate toward people who are older. Tori is full of wisdom and she's seen a lot and she's heard a lot. She knows a lot and she's full of patience and she'll sit there and listen and she'll give you advice based on things that she knows, things that she's seen. She's very open to listen. And I admire that so much in people that are older than me. I flock to people that are older than me because they're so full of wisdom. She is. Carmela Cannoli, dang it. Now you really are tied in, girl. Now you signed the contract. When you become a member, there's no turning back. Carmela, thank you for that. That's very kind. It's very supportive and I appreciate it. So guys, that's Tori Magoo. And she's very, very special to me. She's a special person to me in my life. And I'm glad and I'm very honored to know her. Oh, thank you, Abigail. The channel is Roan OC. Perfect. Thank you, Abigail. Well, he was great. I really liked everybody that I met that night. Everybody was very kind. Everybody was really welcoming because it was my first time there. And yeah, it's such a good way to describe Tori. Full of wisdom and so young at heart. Yes, she's very youthful. She really is. She's playful. She's funny. She gives it right back to you. I love, love, love people like Tori. I really do. And I don't think you meet them very often. I think they're rare. I do not meet people like Tori very often. And it's an honor to have you in here tonight, Tori. Hey, P. Taylor. I'm so glad that I did that. I'm so glad that I got to meet her. Perhaps do interviews of the LA activists. Really great crew. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. I already do streams with Tori. We got one coming up. Hey, Time Mark, there was so much wrong about Friday's video. It's sad to see Scientology intentionally abuse older people. It was so hard to watch that older man go into that building. You and me both. That was incredibly difficult for me to watch And that I know I got on film because I went back and watched it. Tori is a very rare gem. Aloha. That so see, I was talking to Tommy about this. Hey, Rue, I thought Tori was short like me until she stood up. I thought, okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. I had in my mind that Rue or Tori was like 4'9". No idea why. I don't know why I had, how we always kind of have a like, how you meet someone, you're like, you don't look like how I thought you were going to look, or you like have an idea in your head, right? It's not crazy to feel that way. But for some reason, I thought Tori was this like really short little thing. She's not. She's absolutely stunning in person. She's beautiful on camera, but her skin, her eyes, she's very glowing. She's quite stunning. Thank you for your super chat, Rue. Carmela, I mean it. You're here to stay, babe. How do you do it? You know your signal was being jammed. How do you do it? You know that your signal was being jammed. What do you mean? I didn't know that was happening until people told me. Raymond, how tall is she? Tori told me she was 5'7", but she's shrunk a little bit. So she's probably around 5'6", but she's not super short. Oh, I love that. Tahoe trinkets. Yes. Okay, let me stay on track here. And there's a lot of people in here, and I really don't like when I go all over the place. I know it annoys the hell out of you guys. So let me go to that part real quick. The gentleman in the wheelchair, he had an oxygen, whatever you call that. He had the mask going, the things going into his nose. And I think he had like an oxygen tank, perhaps like in his lap. That guy was old. I would guess he was in his 90s. And you missed this part because the Hearts of Oak made me emotional. Donna Cooper. I'm so glad. It was a silly little heart. I mean, it was a nothing, but I saw that thing in a store and I was like, oh my God, Hearts of Oak. I got one for me and I got one for her. Yeah, Rue. So you guys didn't see this on camera and I'll never forget it. I won't forget a lot of things that night. Why are they mean to older people? Because it's the same reason. This is a great answer. This is a great question. Good answer for this. I loved Laura DNV. They're mean to older people for the same reason they're mean to kids. There is no age in Scientology. Kids are little bodies, big beings. Kids are the same as adults. Scientologists really look at everyone as the same age. We're all 76 trillion years old. So they don't look at an old person, right, that's in a wheelchair and go, oh, let's be kind. Sir, how can we help? Let's get the door for that man. They don't give a hell about any of that. You are the same age and you are the same able-bodied person as anybody else. They don't look at people. They don't look at the whole picture of a person and go, oh, that guy needs extra help. He's in a wheelchair. He's 95 years old. He might need a little extra, right? No, they don't look at people that way. Laura FM is a warrior. Turns out I've been 5'7" for most of my life. They measured me 2 days ago. 5'5". Yeeks. Tori, I loved it because I'm 5'5". So we were about the same height. I'm glad you came down to my level, girl. That's adorable. I love it. Tori, it happens. Joel Sachs, so proud of you. That is so nice. Joel, thank you for the super chat. I'm really glad you made it. I'm glad to see you here. I'd love to meet Baby Steps. You would love Baby Steps. You really, really would have enjoyed meeting her at the table when I had lunch with her. Hey, Katie did it. Thank you, Heather, in the library. To see how stuck seniors are, it's so distressing. So that man, I will never forget. They see older people, anyone with illness, as down stats. That's a great point as well. So a down stat, thanks, Heather, in the library. No, Charlene, I don't. A down stat stands for down statistics. And my dad, hey, Natalie, always called me a down stat. Like when I was really little, he'd go, knock it off. Quit being a down stat. You're a down stat. It's very similar to calling someone a degraded being, right? In Scientology, a down stat is somebody who can't get their statistics up. They're not winning. They're not producing. They're not doing well. The opposite of down stat is up stat. So if you're a Scientologist on staff or in the Sea Org, you could go, I'm up stat this week. That means you got your statistics up. It's literal statistics that you're in charge of on a graph. So if your graph looks like this, you're down. It's down stat, right? So she's right. She's absolutely Tori knows more than I do about this kind of thing, but she's absolutely right. They're viewed as down stats. Hey, power lies to paralyze. So you guys missed this because I went back and tried to find it. It's very hard to stream and then look at a person. So I'm going to pretend I'm streaming, right? I got to look at my phone to angle my camera. If I stop looking at my phone and I start looking at you, I might go like this, I might go like this, and then it takes away from what you're seeing, right? You get it. Hey, Anne. And this guy in the wheelchair was being pushed up toward me up the sidewalk. And I looked at him, he looked at me, and he gave me the sweetest smile. I went, hi. And he smiled and he went like this. And he was so cute. And Laura went up to him and she said something, whatever she said. She was like, you don't have to do this or whatever she said. And that Sea Org member tried to get him into that building so fast that you see this on camera. He slammed that gentleman into the door that was stationary. There were 2 doors to open and they only opened one. And he slammed that man into the door. And it really rocked me. It really shook me. I was like, oh my God. I mean, I worked in senior living. Jojo, it was so sad. And just the disrespect for him and his body and the condition that he was in. It was just like this rushed, like, we got to do what we got to do to get him in here. It was so rough to see that. Yeah, Kim is blue. It was, but here's the thing, guys. And I hate to say this. I'm trying to look at an upside to everything, like a silver lining, right? Hearts of oak, if you will. As horrible as that was, and as bad as it was running into my childhood friend, and as bad as it was also seeing all of this, the Scientology public walk across the street to go to the red carpet building. Elder abuse, absolutely. Hey, Ruby for Justice, welcome in. As horrible as it was to see all of that, it's like playing those Scientology's audios that I have recorded of people. It's rough to listen to. It's rough to see. But otherwise, I'm just telling you a story of what I saw. I prefer, and this is just me, I prefer, and this is how I put it, to pull back the Scientology curtain and let you see it for yourself. It's so much more powerful. And it holds so much more weight for me to stand there with a camera and go, so you know I'm not lying to you guys. Yes, Kim, here, take a look for yourself and see what I've seen my whole life. Right, Michelle. And it's the same thing with the audios that I've played. It's rough to listen to, but you get to hear it and interpret it for yourselves. You get to let it swirl around. Hey, Lazy Silver, thank you. Definitely not a good look, Julie. And of course it's not a good look. We know Scientology is evil. I've heard some of it, Leslie Mosley. Yes, Jojo, the evidence before us. So as that will be burned into my mind the rest of my life. That poor man. And I think I'm more upset about it because you guys saw him get slammed into the door. You didn't see him look at me. And I went, hi. Like I just did something like that. It was very under my breath. I just went, hi. And he went. And it was like, I don't know if he was not there. For all we know, that man had Alzheimer's. We don't know. But he looked like he was there. But he looked so sweet. And he just smiled at me. And I had a lot of that with a lot of those people going into those doors. There was another guy going in and I said, hi. And he was like, hello. And it's just like I said on the stream, for that moment, this tooth hurts. This tooth that I chipped, it hurts. For that moment, they're human. Do you understand what I mean? They were trained, I said this, they looked like little mice scurrying into that building. They looked straight ahead. It was very Silence of the Lambs. I really, really equate that to that scene that Clarice says. I opened the gate to their pens to free them, but they wouldn't move. They just stood there frozen and scared. They wouldn't move. That is exactly how I felt looking at those people. It was like they were trained, Yes, Mad Drop Bear. They were trained to look straight ahead. They look like little mice scurrying into that building. And it doesn't help that these creepy security guards on bicycles, and they had like cops, they had like walkie-talkies, and it was just very trapped in their own minds. Brock Bandy, yes. Trapped. But it's like, I imagine a horse or an elephant being tied to a chair with dental floss. Like, hey, Shannon's journey, it was like they don't realize they can walk away. I get it. This is why I don't yell at these people. This is why I don't go, you're in a cult, right? They're very fragile and they don't want to leave and they don't know any better. And I have been in their shoes. Do you know how many times I was a Scientologist and people would, Anonymous used to stand out and protest in front of the Kansas City building when I was younger. And when we would leave the building, they'd stand out there with their masks on and they'd be like, you're in a cult, you're doing this, you're doing that. And I was like, ugh, I would shudder. They scared me, right? Like I wanted to go back into the building. It doesn't help to yell at these people. It doesn't help to tell them that they're effing up. It doesn't help to go, you don't realize. Like, I think what Laura was doing was great. I'm not talking about Laura, though. You can make up your own mind on maybe what I'm talking about. I don't believe in yelling at these people. I have been in their shoes, and it's not an easy place to be. They are humans. They are people, and they're just doing what they're told. They're fearful. Do you know how much trouble Eric probably got in for speaking to me, just for talking to me? These people, they're going to be punished. No, Brock, I was in the Clearwater side of things. I never came to LA. Chef Brian, she's been found. I don't know much about Shelly Miscavige, but she's been found. She doesn't want to be rescued. I don't know that she was ever missing. I can't speak to it because I don't know, and I don't want to pretend like I know. Now that you know the real world, this has to be frustrating for you to not save the rest. It's very frustrating. Thank you for your super chat, and that is wonderful insight. It's very, very, very frustrating. Riley's human. To see that, and this is why I don't go to the zoo. This is exactly the same reason I don't support or go to the zoo, because I see those animals pacing. I see polar bears and all that. And it's like, they're trapped. They're stuck there. Why do I want to see this for my enjoyment? I don't. They're not in their natural habitat. This isn't normal, guys. This is very forced. It's not normal what we witnessed. And it was on a grand scale. That's all my experience was, Martin. What I just said it was. There's nothing more to it. But that blue building, now that you bring that up, Brock, it is so ominous. Tori told me that there have been a lot of deaths in that building. And then the man behind me, was it Peter? It might have been a different gentleman, said it was a hospital. Is this true? I don't know if that's true, but I wouldn't be shocked if it were a hospital at one time. How many of you have seen movies? This is what I equate that to. That building was so scary. And so Clearwater is different. I went to protest in Clearwater. It might have been Drew. I went to protest in Clearwater a few times. Clearwater, at least they dress it up to make it look so happy. Like it's a ghost town. It's awful in Clearwater, but it was so less eerie. They make it seem more welcoming. He won't be in trouble because he followed the guard. He ignored the guard. Had he ignored the guard, then he would have been in trouble. I don't think he'll be in trouble, Tori, but I absolutely know 100% he'll be spoken to about that. If not by anyone in LA, his parents. His parents are big Scientologists that have been in my life forever. They know I'm declared, and he will pay the price for that with somebody. I definitely know that. I know his parents very, very well. It was a hospital. So Clearwater was much more dressed up, right? Like it's a little bit more just like the buildings are very attractive. That's crazy, Tori. Hey, Leslie. Hey, Wine. The complex used to be a hospital, Tori said. Debbie said it too. Same with Original Ann. I think Baby Step said it too. That particular blue building made me think of a scene in a movie. Yeah, where like there were like to me, I didn't actually see this, but it was like I was making it up in my mind. It felt like there was like, like when something dies and like birds circle it in the air and it's kind of eerie. That's how I felt about that building, but it was almost like demons circling it. It felt very much like there was a presence going around that building. I know that sounds weird. Yeah, Martin, it does look like a hospital. Yeah, Brock, it was very much like that to me. Vultures. Yes, Kathy, it felt like evil vultures were just like circling that building to me. I got shivers too. Every time I would stand there, it was like overpowering the presence, buzzards circling that building. It has a dark cloud that is not visible. Yes. Uh Kim is blue. I don't know that I should do that here. I don't know if I can do that here, but I can send it to you. Creep vibes, Jen, for sure. It was so overpowering. The presence of that building was like overpowering me. I felt like I just felt like I was shrinking into the pavement when I would stand there and just look at it. It was so eerie and dark and just felt very demonic to me. It was just really, really, I will, Kim. It was really, really bad. They will get with him, show him endless lies about you until he's convinced to never talk to you. Oh, for sure they will. Yeah, for sure they will. And yeah, Rue says celebrities don't live in Hollywood. It's a crap hole. It was extremely dirty. It was very, very dirty there. Yeah, it was. It was pretty dirty there. Which I kind of expected. It was quite sad. The homeless people there was a giant amount. I mean, it kind of reminded me of when I went to Seattle. There was a lot of homeless people there. On my way to the airport Saturday morning, there was things I'd never seen before as far as a homeless population. And what I mean by that specifically, I don't know where I was, but we drove through some areas of we've all seen homeless, like people sleeping on a street, which is horrific, right? We've all seen people just sleeping on sidewalks, and there was a lot of trash. There was a lot of tents, but I saw people walking in the middle of streets, like barefoot, that looked like they were totally gone. Like it was just a body, but nobody was there. Like some people were like just staring and like dragging their bodies along, and it made me so sad to see that, and it made me think they do if you're not a Scientologist, Brian. Absolutely. It's called body routing. Brian says, do Scientologists come up to you on the street and try to recruit you? Absolutely. It's one of their statistics. Bodies in the shop. The biz is what it's called. The biz. It was Skid Row. Okay, Alicia. That is recruiting people, Brian. Yes, yes, yes. They definitely recruit people on the street. I went to see my mom in memory care today, and there was the cutest little old lady. I'm glad you went to see your mom playing the piano and singing her heart out. I immediately thought of Fred. Anita, I love that. That's adorable. And I'm also glad you saw your mom. Thank you for saying that, babe. Thank you for being a member. Hey, Huxley. Huxley. I don't know where he is. We know, Seamus. Yeah, got to keep the money flowing. Leslie, absolutely. Did I ever recruit anyone? Yeah, I've definitely body routed. We've all done it as Scientologists. I've gotten people to come in. I've brought people in for events. Absolutely. It was not my strong suit. It's very MLM style stuff for sure. It actually is kind of an MLM, Leslie, because if you do bring someone in, you get 10% of whatever services they do. So it is an MLM. Brock, thank you. Guys, hit the like button and please hit subscribe while you're in here. I really appreciate it. I forget to do that, Brock, so thank you. That blue building looked like an asylum in the 50s. It was very creepy. It was very ominous. It was super dark. And so I just want to say, as hard as it is, I would like to do that again. it was, hey, Chica Cherry Cola. It was difficult for me. I was pushing my boundaries. I'm sure a lot of you could see that. Those that know me were probably watching that. And you could tell I was struggling. I was having a hard time. There were some points. Yes, Leslie, there were some points where I was speechless. And I'm usually not speechless if you know me. I usually have things to say, right? I usually have no problem flapping my gums. And there were some times during that stream, I just was like, I'm out of steam. I don't know what to say. I just felt like it was sucked out of me. I was very depressed. The first time is always the hardest, Reese. I saw you looking nervous. Jojo, it's actually not. Like when I went back to Clearwater again, I don't know that it's the first time for me, Jojo. I think it's more that I'm still so freshly out. I think these other guys who have been out for 10, 15, 20 years, it's no big deal to them. I think it's harder for me because it's still pretty fresh to me. And I have to be honest, guys, I still am reeling that I ran into Eric. And that was what, in like the first 10 minutes of me walking up that street. I cannot believe that I looked up and it was him. I did not expect to run into anybody. I really didn't expect to see anybody. It's not, while I was in it for 38 years, I wouldn't probably know a lot of LA public. I wouldn't know a lot of LA public. Oh, for sure it was P. Taylor. Yeah, and yelling for me is also just triggering. I have a hard time with yelling. Hey, Bunny Foo Foo. I think it was a shock to see your old friend. Absolutely, it was. Yeah, absolutely. My heart was breaking for you. Baby Steps, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Jane, it was really rough for me. And thank you, Jen. I was in shock about that. Yeah, and I was just thinking this. Yeah, running into him, nothing is random. Nothing is random. I had a feeling you may run into someone you knew. Scientology is a small world. He looked initially happy to see you, then his face shifted as if he barely knew you. He was curious. He definitely see, again, I don't think I had his face on the camera initially, but he was like, hey, like he definitely had an energy to him. He was like, hey. And I was like, hey. And he said, what are you doing here? Like he wasn't like, what are you doing here? He was like, what are you doing here? Like it was like two friends running into each other in a different city, right? Do they tell the Scientologists who they can communicate with? Absolutely, yes. My brother and I have often wondered, since our mom and her husband joined and moved to Clearwater, that was it, ghosted. I'm so sorry that happened to you, Lisa Palmer. Yes, they absolutely control. That's one of the biggest things about Scientology is control. Rue, I wouldn't try to reach out to Eric. His whole family are OT8s. He would not respond to me. As a matter of fact, he probably blocked me. He probably got a talking to, and I'm sure he had to block me, I would think. As a matter of fact, he has a Facebook page. And he unfriended me when I got declared. Let's see if he's blocked me. Nope. He has his Facebook page still, and I am not blocked. But he does have it very tightly locked up. Like I can't see anything. We have one friend in common, and he's a Scientologist that passed away. That's why I'm still friends with him, because he died. Did security tell him not to speak to you? Absolutely. Yes. So what happened is Happy Days, I don't know that the people inside Scientology have Facebook pages. They do. They do have Facebook pages. Some of them do, especially if they're what's called public. A public Scientologist is what Eric is. So he does services. He gives big money, but he has a job. He's not on staff. He's not in the Sea Org. So a lot of those guys have social media. A lot of them do. Yes. So what happened, Leslie, is we interacted for just a short second. And he said, what are you doing here? And I said, I'm just here with some friends. And he said, you're just here with friends? And I said, yeah. And then like seconds later, it was like a switch. His whole face went dark. A security guard on a bicycle went up and said, sir, you need to get away from her, please. And he like pointed to the door where Eric needed to go. And literally Eric's whole face changed and he looked down. He looked down at the pavement and started walking. And it was just really like how quickly of a flip of a like it just the whole thing shut off. The whole interaction went dead. The whole thing shut off and it was really wild. It was very yeah, originally, and I do. It was extremely did you guys get to see that? See, I don't know that you even got to see that. I did show the security guard and him like rolling away on his bicycle. And I did try to listen on the plane. I had my, of course, my AirPods in, and I could hear him faintly say, like, sir, you need to get away from her, please. And yeah, he had to protect himself. They treat adults like they're little kids. They have to be reprimanded. Yes. Me too, Rachel. It was horrible. Puka Vista, it was horrible to witness that. And Joanne, yeah, I mean, it really was heart wrenching, guys. I see. I'm kind of like I'm kind of stuttering as I think about it because even after that happened on the stream, if you noticed, I was very out of sorts. That threw me off. I usually hit go and I'm like ready to be on camera and I'm ready to talk and I don't run out of words and none of that. And it was so, yes, sounds so robotic. You actually watched him disassociate. I did. I watched his TRs kick in and he just went and he just stopped and he walked away. And I struggled with that for the rest of the night. It did rattle me, Shelly. I struggled with that for the rest of the night. I remember I couldn't gather my thoughts. And if you notice, I kept like walking in different directions. Like I kept trying to kind of gather my thoughts and I couldn't. And my mind kept flashing back to Eric. It was like just crazy. I couldn't, it was like I was stuck on a loop and I kept trying to update you guys in real time, but I couldn't separate myself from what had happened. It was so upsetting. And I think it was just also, hey, Dystopian Danny, I have known him since as long as I can remember. I've known that whole family. So do you guys know Liz? Remember I talked about Liz? Liz is who I lived with when I joined staff. Liz recruited me for staff. Do you remember? Okay. Do you remember the funeral? The video I showed about the funeral? Do you remember that all these things I've talked about? Liz passed away. Liz is Eric's aunt. So Liz's brother is a huge part of my life. I'm not going to say who he is because I've talked about him a lot and I don't want you to connect the two, quite honestly. I want to protect these people's, I'm not trying to out people. That is, Eric and I have known each other for as long as I can remember. And I had a huge crush on him. I mean, even seeing his face, I was like, ugh, he had such a cute face. I mean, nothing weird now. I don't feel that way now, but just it brought back like such warm memories of me being a little kid having a crush on him. I always had a crush on him. Reese, now Eric saw you in person. I would write him and just say you loved running into him. You never know. I'm truly out of Scientology because one man, Andreas, yes, was kind to me. That's a great idea. I could do that. I'd have to write it and send it to his chiropractic office. And his father is a big one there, big OT8. His mom runs it. So, I mean, if the letter would get to him, yes, I could do that. That's not a bad idea, Tori. And I really did watch his face light up when he saw me. I mean, I'm sure he felt the same way I felt. You know, it was like, we've known each other for 40 years. Like we've known each other since we were kids. Yeah, Kim is Blue. It was just wild. And so, on Facebook, I could do that. I could send him a message. I don't know if he'll get it because I'm not friends with him. So that goes into a separate folder of like people you may know. But yeah, I could try. I could certainly try. Hey, Vicky Andrews, that's a good idea. So seeing Eric really rocked me. Like I just could not continue on with that stream as well as I normally would. And then you know what else happened? Yeah, Brian, you're right. I understand. And I agree with you. Thank you, Karen Burhow. The other thing that was hard was they kept kicking me off my stream. Yes, Tori, I'll try. They kept kicking me off my stream. So it was like between that interaction with Eric and just how rocked I felt by that security guard doing what he did and literally watching Eric's face become electric. And then he was like, and he just beelined for that door. And I was like, like it was just over in a matter of, right? Kind of like being outed. Honestly, the name flashing on the screen. It was a quarter of a second and my life changed. It was like that. It was like, what just happened? Like what just happened? Like I was connecting with him. Uh that is exactly what I felt like. And then they kept kicking me off my stream, was making me crazy. I was like trying to get you guys to witness stuff and communicate to you. And then people were like, your stream's down again. That was so it. Do you guys hear Gertie? She is snoring so loud. That was also rough for me because yes, Bella Balooza, I haven't seen that movie, but I need to. It was so rough for me to try to communicate with you guys. I was still stuck in that moment with Eric, and people were like, your stream's down again. Your stream's down again. And then I would get it back up, and it was like, your stream is blurry. We can't see anything. And I was like, this is wild. This is like, if you guys could put yourself in my shoes that for that minute, it was really crazy to try to multitask, tell you guys what's going on, read the chat, stuck on the Eric thing. And then they kept jamming the signal. And then the other thing that happened was that old man that just rocked me into a whole other like realm. I was like, this is crazy to watch how they treat. It was very stressful, Linda. It was crazy to watch in real time. That's why I think what Laura, oh, by the way, Audit LA. I don't know anything about that lady, but I liked her a lot. I was going to say Laura, Tori, Peter, Drew, Audit LA, those guys, I was stunned. Yeah, I was truly out of words, Kim is Blue, and you know me, that doesn't happen. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. I was like, they were jamming the signal on my phone. I felt like they were jamming my vocal cords. Honestly, I was like, I don't know what to say. But that's why, guys, what they do, I am very grateful for that they take the time. Thank you, Lisa Palmer, to go do that weekly. If they don't do it, who's going to do it? Did I get to meet Streets? No. I was told that guy doesn't really do a lot of that stuff anymore. Maybe someday, but no, he wasn't there. Audit was amazing. I really liked that woman. She was just, again, in face to face. She was very pretty. She just was very engaging to talk to. The elderly man topped it off for me, Rue. It was just, I felt like I was being just yanked in so many directions and trying to find a spot where they weren't killing my Wi-Fi. Hey, Olga, I was heartbroken. It was very hard. I was so emotional through that whole stream. I just kept like, you know how you get the lump in your throat? Like tears kept welling up in my eyes. Like I couldn't control myself. Yeah. So time mark, that's a good point. Joanne Holly says it was so sad because of what happened. Plus to see how hard it was on you and to see your lips quivering, it broke my heart to see that. You handled it well, though I could see the pain. Thank you, Joanne Holly. It was tough. It was really rough for me. And what these men and women are doing to go down there and expose that shit is, you got to have some armor. Shields up to go do something like that. I'm serious. In person, it's very different than it is on a stream. Joanne, thank you for saying that. I love you. Thank you for your super chat. Audit is awesome, Tori. She really is. They are doing it because you can show proof, says Lacey Silver. Streets doesn't protest anymore. He never really cared anyway. Started protesting them because he was disrespected by their guards when he was cop watching. Okay, Bethany. I don't know anything about that guy. Reese, the best people I know got there by putting their past behind them permanently. Yes, yes. You were so brave and so vulnerable, but your video exposed so much. Thank you, Tahoe Trinkets. That's my point. I'm not saying that I want to do this around the clock like these guys do it, but I'm not opposed to, and honestly, I felt more comfortable protesting in LA than I did in Clearwater for obvious reasons. I don't know that I would go back to Clearwater to protest. I mean, I would love to see Kim is Blue. I'd love to see some people there, but I also wouldn't want to be badgered if I were to go there. And I'm not saying I hate Thursday before too. I'm not saying I would be, but I certainly don't want to go stand there with people that are going to be rude to me or I'm not welcome. Let's put it this way. I'd rather go hang out with Scientologists in Clearwater than some of the people there who are going to be ugly to me. And I don't want to be around that shit, because what really sucks is this simple point that we can't come together to have one voice, to accomplish what we're trying to accomplish, because this needs some work. And I would love, love, love to go back to LA 3-4 times a year to do that. I really would. As hard as it was, as tough as it is, I knew I was in good company. I knew that those women really, really were strong. Tori, Laura, Audit LA, those women were very strong and very supportive. I never felt like I was in danger. You know, my friends who came, SoCal Joy, Sierra Terry, Alicia, there were people there that backed me up. I never felt afraid. And I felt very much like, even though it was hard, hey, Bridge, thank you, Joel Sachs. Even though it was difficult, it needs to be done. That needs to be done. And happy days, yeah. Honestly, I don't give two shits about what Aaron has to say. I mean, it's garbage. I don't care what he has to say. I got no respect there. I don't care what he thinks about me, and I won't give a holy shit what he says about me or has said about me. But it's sad because he has a sad story, right? I have a sad story. We were all abused in this horrific cult, and it's a shame that instead of putting, hey, Allie, our energy into the cult, we're gonna gear it at each other. And I find that to be so immature and very ineffective, unproductive, counterproductive, right? Like, none of that makes sense to do that when we've got so much work to do here. Why are we turning the lens on each other? It makes no sense to do that. And I won't be a part of it. I will not fight it. I will not waste time on it, because it's exactly what it is, a waste of my time. And I'm not interested in wasting really any more time, right? So, no, Michelle, I don't. But I felt very, very welcome in LA. And it doesn't matter to me if I'm in Clearwater or LA. What matters to me is, hey, Donna Folker, what matters to me is that we are, you can fight it in Clearwater, you can fight it in LA. They're both there. And to me, Scientology told Streets LA, get off our block. He said, I don't care about getting anyone out, but I am going to shut them down so they cannot rope young people in. Wow, that's very, very commendable. Well, he's a good person in my book then for saying that. That's amazing. I know nothing about Streets. I don't know anything about him, but I think he fights a good fight. I know that. I mean, I've not heard anything bad about him. It's at Bridge, it's a waste of people's time. And I'm going to let people like Aaron continue to make a mess of that and expose themselves on their behavior, right? Because that's a damn pattern, and I will not engage in that. I'm not interested in that. I don't care about, again, it's a loop. We're just spinning our wheels doing that shit, and it's not effective. And it's Scientology is going, yes, yes. It's like Tori said, right? She said something about Osa one day, got them to start fighting with each other. And the guy was like, well, let's go to dinner. And Tori was like, what do you mean? He said, oh, we got them fighting with each other. We've got a few hours now. They'll keep themselves busy. I am not going to sit there and do that. I think for myself, and I know better. I'm not going to fall into that stupid ass addiction, right? That's a dumb behavioral pattern that I'm not going to fall into. Yes. Hey, Chef Brian, thanks again for being here. Bridge, exactly. Hey, HBH. They don't own the sidewalk or the street. Dr. Berg is a Scientologist. Yeah, I knew him. And I bought his supplements all the time. Is there an Oregon, Nashville? There is, Abigail, but I'm not going to go do that by myself. I'm definitely not going to go do it by myself. What's the total people in Scientology? I don't know the answer to that. Some people have gauged and said maybe 20,000. Hey, Debbie. I was thinking about you today, Debbie. I really enjoyed you in the Zoom call. I told Tommy that. I think you were wonderful. I really enjoyed talking to you. I'm surprised they didn't make us get off their planter. I sat on that bench, SoCal Joy, and I wondered if they were going to make me move. Hey, Joanna Arcana. So we've got work to do. And just seeing the homeless, Alicia and I were driving past the homeless population when I was going to the airport. And after the night of that protest, this was Saturday morning after the protest, all I kept thinking was like this pull, this draw. I was like, what can I do? How can I be of service? How can I help make a difference? Like, is it going to Congress? And I thought, no, because let's be honest. I mean, I don't feel like they care about us. I don't know. Hey, Ozan, my Turkish friend. Hey, Marty Jewel. I don't know what it is, and I'm not very smart in that sense. Hey, Megan Roberts. Uh, thank you, Leslie. He's very sweet. Kim is blue, maybe. Nashville's dead. There's nothing there. I don't feel useful standing in front of a dead building like that. There's no activity. Like there's nobody going out. There's nobody going in. I don't know. Um, Lee saying that's great. But I just felt a strong pull. Like I need to be doing more. I need to be doing more. Leslie, yes, he is. I need to be doing more. And I don't know what form that's going to take, but I felt like a pull. I felt a draw to like, how can I be of use more? And just that one night was hard on me. It really, really, I mean, even today, I just feel exhausted, not from travel, not from the time change, but because it took a piece of me that I'm having to kind of repair and rebuild. Like it sucked some of the life out of me. I did go to the Nashville org once. Yeah, it was pretty stupid, Helena. It just wasn't useful. I mean, I could try it, but it just didn't feel very useful to me. And guys, the other thing is you don't have to believe in this kind of a thing, but I do. I think it was a God thing. I think it was something. Yeah, Joan, for what happened to happen on Friday night. Do you understand what I'm saying? For me to run into Eric like that, for us to witness what we saw with the elderly man, it's not, they put it in plain sight. They're not hiding it very well. And maybe they're becoming weaker and weaker, right? Like because of the work that Tori does, because of all the work that Laura FM puts in, like maybe they're making a dent. And I just feel like if we join together as a little bit more of a group, maybe it won't be politicians who change things. Maybe it will be people like us who just continuously expose these abuses, who show it on film. That way they have nowhere to hide. They can't make commercials and go, curious? Come check out Scientology. How are you going to do that when you've got all these people filming you in real time and the abuses that you are responsible for? It may be a stupid dream, but I just think oh, Katie, what a great point. If they're putting that stuff in plain sight, what are they doing behind closed doors? Oh, God. It's enough. It makes your stomach turn thinking about that. Just thinking about that one sentence Katie B just said. Reese, listen to me. You do so much healing with the channel. At least to me, you are doing a lot that helps the movement. That is something that I need to hear. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that, Mad Drop Bear. I really appreciate that. I don't feel like I'm doing enough. Oh, it's very commendable. Yes, that those ladies have been protesting for such a long time. Okay, I need to blow my nose again. Hold on, guys. I'm having bad allergies since I got back here. Everything's blooming. You're pretty tiny. It's very commendable that those ladies have been protesting for a long time. I agree with that, Olga. So here's the thing, Lexi. I believe most people view Scientology as a cult, but here's the problem, Lexi. Yeah, absolutely, Debbie Zito. Hey, Tara. Here's the thing, guys. Yeah, Ghostwriter, good point. Thank you, West Coast Fancy Nancy. How many people, guys? What did we do that Scientology stream? A week ago? 2 weeks ago? I don't remember. I did a Scientology stream, a 3-hour stream of my story a week ago, I think. And do you know how many people came over here and were like, what is Scientology? That tells me we have a lot of work to do, right? Not everybody hears Scientology and goes, oh my God, it's a cult. That is terrifying and also thrilling at the same time. And I get a rush, a thrilling rush when someone goes, "What is Scientology?" I go, "Oh my God, come sit with me. Come hold my hand. I got a few things to say." But it's also, hey, Tennessee girl, it's also terrifying because those are the people they're going to nab. Those are the people that they're going to find their ruin. Okay. That's what Scientologists do when they recruit you. When you recruit a person, thanks, Buffy. When you recruit a person, when I was married to Jeff, I'll give you that example. They didn't like that I married a non-Scientologist, but they were like, "Hey, Justice Jane," they were like, we need to recruit him. We need to get him in. We need to get him paying for services. Find his ruin, right? What is his ruin? They said that to me all the time. What is his ruin? A Scientologist would say that to you. If you were a Scientologist and I'm a Scientologist and you have some friend or an aunt or whoever that's maybe got some money, right? They're going to go, "What can you do? Find their ruin. What's their ruin? I can talk to them. What's their ruin?" That's how I was raised anyway. They always said that. What's their ruin? So let's say your ruin is that you lost a child. The ruin is what is the thing that has really, really, that they struggle with on the daily? What is an impact in their life, right? That has ruined them. Maybe you lost your mother and you've never gotten over it, right? Maybe you have chronic asthma. It could be something physical, right? It could be something like that where we can say, "Hey, you got asthma really bad? We have a rundown for that. It's called the asthma rundown," right? "Hey, you lost your child? We can help with that." 10 to 20,000 at most, says Tori. They used to kick us out and off the benches until A, the live streamers arrived 2 years ago, and B, Audit LA going to city council and exposing them. That's real work. That is incredible. I knew I loved Audit LA. Tori, that's incredible. I could tell that lady was making a dent, man. She was well-versed on her stuff. "Hey, Victoria, you look beautiful in the gold caftan and dealt really well with everything going on around you. I'm sorry about the tooth." Thanks, Victoria. I am too. I'm bummed about it. Thank you, babe. I knew there was a reason I didn't like Tom Cruise. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Everything I know about Scientology, I've learned here. That's insane. But see, right there alone makes me so grateful for people like Jen Finberg because she can't. How many of you? Most of you, what Jen just said is rare. Everything she knows about Scientology, she learned here. That's rare. Most of you are here from growing up in Scientology's channel. Most of you are here from over there. So I was going to say, put a 1 in the chat if you stand with Jen Finberg and everything you know about it, you actually specifically learned here. Not many of you are going to say that. And I don't care. It's not a race and it's not a contest. If Aaron can reach as many people as possible, I will support that about Aaron. It's what I want people to be well versed on what Scientology is. Thank you, Kim is Blue, right? You don't realize how powerful your story is just what you're doing now. I wasn't the only one with the tears the other night. Tennessee girl, thank you. Thank you for saying that. I know a lot of us were. Leah Remini has made a huge dent in this world. A lot of you were emotional the other night. I know you were. It was an emotional, stressful. I was breaking down mentally. That stream, you could see it in real time that I felt like in my mind, I was like out in the middle of the ocean, swimming laps, thinking like, I'm not going to make it. I just kept like I was really trying to stay afloat, but I was having a tough time. That was a really, really hard stream for me. I really like your outfit in LA the other night. You looked super good. Jesus said, expose them all, lady. Thank you, Tara. Never stop. What a nice thing to say. And thanks for saying that because I hated my outfit. It makes me feel better when you said it was good. Someone on Laura FM, somebody left a comment on hers and said, "Is Reese pregnant?" Just asking. And I was like, I don't ever respond to comments, but I did. And I wrote, I very well could be pregnant, but I also haven't taken a crap in like 4 days since I've been on this trip. So either way, it's going to be a surprise. I was like, I don't know. Like you and me both. I'm wondering if I'm pregnant. Like, am I pregnant? Or is this just like meal upon meal upon meal that just it's just not leaving. It won't exit the building. I was like sitting with the person I was staying with in our Airbnb. And I was like, do you need the bathroom? I was like on the toilet. And she was like, no, I'm good. I was like, I'm sorry, it won't come out. I was like, how's your mom doing? Like, I spent most of the, you know me, I don't have a gallbladder. I am never backed up. I never have that problem. And it was like, my rectum was like, sorry, not happening for you this week, girl. So, like, literally, I was like in that caftan, like, this could be a baby. I don't know. Many years ago, I was hired as an office manager in a chiropractic office, and the boss, doctor, only hired me to convert me to Scientology. I did the cans. Oh, yeah, a lot. Debbie, I'm sorry that happened to you. A lot of Scientologists are chiropractors and dentists. A lot. Thank you, Thursday before two. I've been protesting for 25 years. However, I was exhausted after our protest too. A big difficulty was the yelling. Even though I respect her right and anger, her dad is in and won't talk to her. Yes, I respect it too, Tori. I definitely love Laura FM, and I never want to give the impression like I don't. I loved her way more even in person. The yelling for me was difficult because yelling is a huge, it sets me off internally. People who yell, I get real like, if you noticed, she was yelling and I was trying to get away. Like she kept yelling and I was like, I'm sorry. Like I couldn't put my thoughts together. I mean, it wasn't just her. It was the Eric thing. It was the gentleman in the wheelchair, but I was just very much like on top of that, like trying to process, and she was yelling, and I get it. That's how she protests. And I respect the shit out of it. I really do. But it was hard. I mean, you guys try being even somewhere, be in a room somewhere, and someone's like in your surroundings yelling. It's just not easy to do. It's not easy to continue to carry a conversation, your thoughts, all of that. She puts her energy into it, Vicky, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like I do respect it, like Tori said. Was it male or female poop? Was it male or female poop? What does that mean? Was it a male or a female poop? Joanne, I need clarification on this super chat, please. But thank you for your $2. I wondered this too. You have pooping issues. Does it come with age? I wondered that. I was like, is it going to be harder for me to poop as I get older? Because my whole life, I have had no problems. Literally, I will eat somewhere and I'm like, I got to go. Like I don't have a gallbladder. And it's really weird. It was pretty dainty. Oh man, Susan P. I got asked if I was pregnant the same day I was asked my senior discount card. Tiffany Murfitt, that's one of the worst things that could probably happen. And I'm sorry it happened to you. Oh, was it a boy or a girl? Well, I always wanted a girl. So if I were going to have a child or a poop baby, I would want it to be a girl. Hydration. I did not drink a lot of water. This is true. I need to get some magnesium. I need to get some magnesium. No, it was so silly. They were like, is Reese pregnant? And I thought, I looked pregnant in that caftan. That's a fair question. I looked like a little bit of a beached whale, to be quite honest. And same with my, my laying on the beach stream. I was laying there on the beach streaming the day before. And I thought, God, I feel like someone should show up with a harpoon. It's from Travel Tummy. Could go either way. Debbie, I don't know because I hadn't gone before I left. My mom and I got Taco Bell and my life wasn't the same after that last week. It was so weird. Hydration when traveling is important. I'm pooping right now. Good for you, Chicka Cherry Cola. Very few people are willing to admit that. Oddly enough, so many people tell us in the chat, like, I'm taking you into the shower with me. Reese, you're in the shower with me. But no one's willing to be like, I'm sitting here letting it out. Okay, Christy Lynn Wilson. Thank you, West Coast Fancy Nancy. Well, they are asking if you're pregnant, but it was poop, so male or female. I think female. Now I get it, Joanne Hall. You didn't have to pay to do that, but thank you for your super chat. I always wanted a girl. No disrespect, son. Yeah, Kathy says Reese, it's stress. Thank you, Jojo. I did poop. Actually, I pooped after the protest. Oddly enough, I stayed in the hotel that night. I went to bed and I woke up at like 2 a.m. and I was like, Lord, are you going to make it happen? I was literally talking to God sitting on the toilet. I was like, thank you so much. I was like, thank you. Thank you. The other thing is I didn't have a squatty potty here. I use a squatty potty. So maybe that's it too. Like I was in that hotel room and I turned the trash can on its side and I put my feet on it. I was like trying to make a squatty potty. I think yelling gets your internal anger and pain out. Normally I have anger issues and yelling, but Laura makes a difference. Absolutely. Yeah. And again, I don't want to put a stop to what she's doing. Thank you, Lisa Palmer. Camden girl. Reese, I really felt for you so much. Seeing your experience with your longtime friend and how he was pushed away from you, I can really relate to you too on that, having that experience. Thank you, Camden girl. I appreciate you saying that. And yeah, welcome in. As you're telling your story, you never know when a Scientologist may by accident hear you and say, that's what's happening to me. That's what happened to me when I watched the Liam Remini, Mike Rinder show, Sweet Release. That is exactly what happened to me. I was like, that happened to me. That happened to me. I couldn't turn away from that show if you had put money or a gun to my head. Like it was like that happened to me too. That happened to me too. Miriam Francis was the first episode I watched, and I was like, that happened to me. It was wild. Hey, Nora. Welcome home, Reese. You did great. I hope you were able to process the emotions and everything that comes up from being in places like that. Nora, that's very validating. And thank you for saying that. Hey, Maine. That's what we're talking about here tonight, Nora. It was tough. It was tough. It was a struggle for me. It really was. I know that you know that. Guys, Nora is a longtime ex-Scientologist as well. And I feel like Nora is similar in that she really feels the emotions. She labels, hey, Bohemian Luciferian Witch. She labels her emotions. Like she's not in denial about it, right? Like I don't want to speak too much for other people, but I do feel like Nora gets it. Laura FM was one of them. Tori, of course, was that way. It's a lot to process, Nora. And as you know, I'm only 3 years out. So I also feel like that makes a difference. Laura hugging me was so nice, Yadira. Laura FM is another one that is very, I don't think she has kids, but I would call her very maternal. Like she's very warming. She's got that very deep feminine. She's got a very deep feminine feel. I love women who, first of all, I just love women who support women. And if you don't do that, it's garbage. This is 2026. We're not going anywhere and we're going to get louder. And Jojo, I can't speak for other ex communities like the one I'm in, but like that's why I was saying about Aaron. Like he can go off and fight himself. I'm not interested in this shit. We did this long enough. I'm interested in lifting each other up. It was so cute, Marissa Martin. You are correct, Reese. It takes a long time to being able to recognize any of that. The fact that you are barely 3 years out and are being this vulnerable shows your bravery. Thank you, Nora. That is such a nice thing to say. And yeah, Nora, I love Laura FM. Me too. And I know Osa loves it. They use screaming against this. I'm going to suggest to her to be more gentle and talk about her dad. My dad is in there. Hey, Pamela, that is something I would do. I would suggest that to her too. My dad is in there. Is there anyone that can help me with that? Yeah, I agree. But at the same time, I like people to be able to be who they are, and if that's her way of expressing herself, if that's her way of, because honestly, Tori, I also look at it like this. It's her therapy. I'm sure that's therapeutic in a way for Laura that we don't understand. She's getting it out. Yeah, Maine, we have something in common. I love women too. Well, I do love a woman who support women. I know you were. Maine his mother passed, but she was a very strong woman and he was raised by her. And I appreciated you sharing that story last week. And I know how much you respect women. I love men too. And I love men in our chat, just so you know. But experiencing those women Friday night, being there with Laura, Tori, SoCal Joy, Sierra Terry, Alicia, like all those people coming together. I said, I wish Nora could have been there. Like, it's just, that's where it's at. That's the side I'm interested in being on. I know that people still are reaching out to, Tori or Nora or any of these people going, don't talk to Reese. She's evil. No, that's trash. Like that's not going, you're not going to get any traction with that anymore. How do they say it in the real world? The jig is up. Like I'm interested in advocacy. I'm interested in exposing the crimes of this cult. I'm interested in helping people who have been abused. I don't have time for the fighting and I don't want to. I got no interest. I love seeing ex Scientologists coming together to support and shine the light on what it needs to be shined on, not let's fight each other. That's garbage. I don't want it. None of us want that. And you can see the people who do want it and let that light shine on them for what it is. I'm not going to partake. I'm just not. Yeah, Bridge. Lacey Silver, that is so nice. Damn, girl, 10 memberships. Thank you. Lacey, I still think about your father all the time. I want you to know that. I definitely, Tommy and I both pray for him. We're on the same side and stronger together. DK Canada, yes. Oh, that's rough. My mom was sick most of my life, but she fought being sick for 30 years. That's why I'll always support women. I love that, Maine. And that's why I liked you right away. And that's probably has a lot to do with it. Thank you for sharing that. That was a vulnerable thing to share. Thank you for sharing that with us. I'm sorry that she was sick, and I'm glad that she's not anymore, but I'm glad that you had her and she had you. Laura's yelling, but she's not being mean about it. No, she's very compassionate. She's very genuine. Guys, most people can read the room. Most people are pretty bright, right? You can see all over Laura and her personality. And just, again, she's very genuine. She's not doing that to push people's buttons. She's doing that because it's what works for her, right? That's her language that works for her. She's not being disrespectful. There's a difference. I agree. That's why I think it'd be great for Reese to send him yeah, absolutely. I think that's a great idea, Tori. As far as I'm concerned, all the exes need to focus on fighting the cult. Well, we know that now, though, in real time. Could Aaron ever say or do anything to make you want to be his friend again? Good question. I don't think so, Martin. I don't want to say like absolutely not. What I would love for Aaron is to, when I first met Aaron, I think he was good at what he did. I would love for Aaron to not be a bully, not be abusive to other people, and not use people's pasts against them and weaponize it. I would love to see him just try to bring down Scientology without bringing down the ex-Scientologists as well, and not think that he is the man in charge, the one in control of this whole movement, right? Like, this is not anybody's community. It's our community. And it is what we make it and what we put into it. And I want to be productive, not counterproductive. So it's not like that door is closed. I hate Aaron. I don't even hate Aaron. I just would like to see him grow up and mature and not treat people like shit. Right? Just do what you do to help get Scientologists out. And in my opinion, screaming at them and calling them losers is not helping at all. It makes them want to stay in. That's my concern, right? That is my main concern, is that you're not helping these people want to leave. And I think speaking to them respectfully, kindly, softly, making contact with them, like Tori said, it just takes, hey, Lisa Smith, it takes one person, right? And I don't think it takes a heavy hand. I don't think it takes screaming. I don't think you accomplish anything with that. I've got a kid that I have one child, and I'll tell you right now, him, me, I've never accomplished anyone by someone coming up to me going, forcing me to do something, being mean to me to get me to do something does not work. Telling me to just get over it. Has that ever worked for you? Has it ever worked for you to go, just calm down? That doesn't work. You have to treat people with respect. You have to tap into what's going on. You have to actually give a shit. You have to find out, right? Step into their shoes, look behind their eyes and see what's going on and really try to understand them and speak their language. But you're not going to get anything accomplished by being like, you're a fucking loser. You're in a cult. Do you think that makes them want to leave? It doesn't. And it won't do that for any other group of people on planet Earth. Yelling at people doesn't work. So, Martin, to answer your question, I doubt it, but I wish Aaron well. Like, I also I have no interest in hating him or wishing the worst on him. I wish him well. I hope that he gets better. I hope we all do. We all need to get better. Really enjoying this chat. Michelle, thank you for that. I am too. And thank you for your super chat. That's very kind of you. Camden Girl, I'm so glad I found you, Reese. I love your channel. Thank you. I love your mentality and your energy and personality. And I love your skin and how healthy and radiant you look. Your awesome fashion sense. Damn, girl. Oh my God. Can you say that every time you're here? Thank you so much. It means the world. Camden Girl, I am incredibly insecure and I have very low self-esteem. And I'm looking at my hair right now and I have a little bit of blush on. That's it. I just am tired today and I didn't put any makeup on. So I appreciate you saying that. Like it means I missed you too, Hope. It means a lot to me when people take these are the people I want to know. I love people like this that can step outside of me, and go, hey, I love it here. Thanks for having me here. Like everybody's welcome here. And I love that. Camden Girl, I'm so glad that I found you. And I hope you never leave. People will move toward love before they move to fear and hate. Absolutely. Reese, can I share a secret with you? You are the third person I share my story about my mom with. I miss her, but I feel comfortable enough to share these memories with you in chat. Oh my God, we would be honored, Maine. You have no idea how many people have said that to me. I have so many people that reach out and say, I've never shared anything. I've never shared this with anyone, but I'd like to with you. Maine, it's an honor that you feel comfortable here doing it. This is an incredible community. You are safe here. The mods keep us safe. Absolutely. We would love to hear it. Only if you're comfortable doing it. But yes, it would be an honor, my friend. Lisa Smith, thank you for being here. Just started using your hair products. Love them. Oh man, Michelle, I love my hair products. And you can tell I didn't have much when I was in California. You do understand he doesn't scream at them 90% of the time. Just to be fair to him, usually it's not his thing. It doesn't matter. That's like saying he only hit me once, Martin. It doesn't matter to me. I've seen enough, right? I saw the damage that he did. I saw Aaron screaming at that man with like a 6-year-old kid right there, calling him a little bitch, saying, is David Miscavige going to kick your ass today, you little bitch? Calling those guys losers. I've seen all I need to see, Martin, but thank you. I understand what you're saying, but to me, that's like saying like he barely was abusive. Okay, well, one time is enough. I saw it enough to see what I needed to see, right? That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Maine says, I'm emotional about her every day. I bet you are, my friend. And I love that. And you don't have to share today. You can share whenever you're comfortable doing it. And we love you and you're very welcome here. And I love that. And I love strong women. I absolutely love strong women. And I would be honored to know your mother's story or whatever you want to share about her. Even if it's just like a little tidbit about her, I would be honored. I love strong women. I support them very, very much. Successful, strong women is where it's at. And the definition of success, I don't mean like financially. I mean, she was clearly a successfully strong woman raising you. And she did it all the while being sick. That's the definition of a strong woman to me. Strength right there. You look beautiful. Thank you, Tawana Ball. The true beauty comes from inside. And the first time I heard you, didn't see you till next Friday. Beautiful inside and out. That is such a nice thing to say. Thank you, my friend. My Amika shampoo is being delivered today. I love Amika products. You know I do, Anita. Welcome home. It's so great to have you back. Jen, I love you, babe. And I love all the pictures you've been posting. Thank you for your super chat. She was my best friend. I love that. I love that, Maine. And I bet she was. I could tell. We never have to tear someone else down to build ourselves up. Never. And if you do need to do that, you're the problem. You're the common denominator. I'm not interested in tearing people down. I'm not interested in people's pain and misery. Like, I want to help. I don't want to laugh at that. I don't want to mock that. I don't want to bully people. That kind of shit turns me off. I'm not interested in it. I feel your heartbreak, Maine. I lost my mom as well. A lot of people here have lost their mothers. You have such an amazing story. If it helps for you to tell it multiple times, I'll be here to listen. Purple RN, that is such a validating thing to say. Thank you. That's one of the reasons I really don't stream on other channels much because I feel safe here to say what I want and I love you guys and I don't feel like I feel weird going into other people's chats, other people's channels. You know, I would just rather go where I feel wanted, needed, where I'm safe, if that makes sense. Hey, Tamber June, I'm glad you got to experience my area. Huntington Beach is gorgeous. God, I would love to live there. Even when she was sick, she didn't want us to worry or anyone to worry about her. Oh my God. You know, that just reminded me of Maine. I don't know if you listen to the Spinners. I love the Spinners. I grew up listening to the Spinners. And that, what you just said, made me think of a song. I wish you'd look it up if you haven't heard it, called Sadie, Sadie by the Spinners. Oh my God. He says, okay, early one Sunday morning, breakfast was on the table. There was no time to eat. She said to me, boy, hurry for Sunday school. What is the part that I just thought of, though, for that? Sweeter than cotton candy. And he goes, stronger than Papa's old brandy. Sweeter than cotton candy, stronger than Papa's old brandy. I love that song. And that just popped into my head as I read that. I love that. I absolutely love that. If you haven't heard that song, I love the Spinners, though. I love that kind of music. She passed from a heart attack. Okay, Maine. I'm so sorry, but she sounds like she was such a gift to this world. And I gotta be honest, even though she's not here in physical form anymore, I feel that she's probably still around. And I just love, I mean, she just gave a gift that kept on giving. I have a husband that died, right? And even though he's not here, right? He's not physically here. I feel him all the time. And he gave me such a gift, like that I carry with me all the time, right? I used to be in and would be sent out to try to handle them. Oh, she's talking to someone in the chat. Okay. Do you want to be their friends? Me, hell no. Have I respect whatever Laura wants to do or say. Please, please believe. I love Holly. God, I love this lady right here. Oh, Hope, you super chatted me. Don't worry. I got it. I see it. Thank you, Hope. Please, please believe me. I swear I'm not just saying this. You're even more beautiful inside and out in person. Holly Day, I was lucky enough to spend almost a whole day with Holly, like at least the better part of a day. Camden girl, I love it. Yes. Okay. Bye, Abigail. Thank you for being here. And thank you for gifting those memberships. I got to say, Holly picked me up from the airport. We got to go have lunch together. We walked around. It's something I will never forget. Hey, Sarah Blackshear. It's something I'll never forget. I got to just be in the car with her. I really opened up with her. I told her a bunch of things that were weighing on me. She told me things. I crave friendship, female friendship, because I just never had it. And I feel like every day I get closer to it. I felt that with Tori very deeply. I felt that with Laura. Like I felt that big time with Baby Steps and Alicia. Don't even get me started. So many people. Stacey Toms, Karma Charms Kittens. I really bonded with these women. So Holly, I love you. And thank you for saying that. I felt the same way. As soon as I saw Holly, as soon as I saw all of these women, I was like, that's my chair, by the way. Let's do it again. Just so you know, I would never fart on stream. I mean, I would try not to. Holly, I love you. I love you. I mean that so much. I wish we lived in the same town. Man, I'm glad you're back, says Hope. Where can I find these streams? I was really sick this week and seeing you come online lit up my whole face and I teared up and clapped. Oh my God, I love this lady. I love her in our Zoom calls. The 9th is 4 years without my mom. Okay, so Maine, see, a lot of people here, you're in good company, my friend. A lot of people here have lost their mothers and we comfort them so much. Hope, it was 2 days ago and the name of the stream was Friday night in LA protesting Scientology or something like that. Thank you, MJ. And then I did one before that called Let's Take a Walk, and we went to the beach. And that was a pretty therapeutic stream for me, Hope. And I feel like it would have been a good one for you. I love you, and I'm glad I'm back, and I'm glad I got to see you. Thank you, babe. Thank you for being a member in the Zoom chats, and thank you for your super chat. It means the world, and I love you. I mean that. I missed something from Maine. Okay. Reese, I got the call. She passed, and I had to tell my siblings and family. It's a nightmare I live with every day, but I'm glad she is not suffering anymore. And he said she passed of a heart attack. Maine, I am so sorry that you had to do that. God, I'm sorry you had to do that. Like just the loss alone, but then having to tell anytime you have to give that kind of heavy news, that is really, really rough. Like, I just want to acknowledge that you had to do that. I am so sorry. That's incredibly rough. And I know that she was your best friend. So losing that doesn't, the pain never goes away. You just learn to live with it, but it doesn't lighten, it doesn't lessen. So I just want you to really understand that I feel that and I get it. And this chat does too, big time. And we love you. Thank you for sharing that. It took a lot for you to share that, obviously, because you said you haven't shared that with many people. So I feel very honored. And I have to tell you, the rest of us do too. Tawana, thank you for being here. Don't have to know you personally, just knowing helps a little more every day. Well, I always think if you can hate somebody for no reason, like I have haters on YouTube that have never met me in my life and I've never met them. Why can't we love each other on YouTube for no reason? Feels so much better to do it, right? Why not? Sunday was the day I would cook for her and make nice and Sunday dinner. I love that, Maine. Hold on to those and share them with us. Share that with us in the chat. If something hits you and strikes you in the heart and you want to share it, do it. We're honored to hear it. Like it means a lot to me that you are sharing that. So should I leave? Why would you leave? And by the way, I brought that book with me on the plane, Tori. I did get it. I just haven't read a whole lot of it yet, but I do have that book. Of course, you shouldn't leave. It's a total honor that Tori is still here with us. I love that. I figured you would have checked out and left by now. We're an hour and 50 minutes here. It means the world to me that you're still here. Thank you, Hope. I mean that. It is hard. Hope says that is so hard. See, Hope lost her dad, and she's really struggled with that. My mom passed on July 1st. Oh, that's my stepdad's birthday. My dad passed. This birthday is July 4th. So July is a difficult month for me, back-to-back death celebrations. That's going to be a tough month, and we will see you through it. If you're hopefully still here in this chat and in this channel, I hope you don't leave us. I will remember that. I will remember that about you. So thank you for sharing that. I'm glad I know that now, Maine. It will be a struggle of a month, but we will help get you through it. I mean that. Not just saying that. I mean that. Hey, Wendy Brewer. Kim is blue. Good point. I appreciate you in this chat very much. We are here for you. Like you are, when I say this, guys, I mean it. You are in good company. This chat is all over the world. Martin's in Denmark. Pat Jonas is in Australia. We've got a ton of Aussies. Joanne Hawley is in Canada. Maine, I don't know where you are, but we've got people all UK, tons of UK. We've got people all over the world. We've got so many mothers in here. We have so many healers and feelers and men that like Joel Sachs is incredibly, I love his presence. So Maine, you are surrounded. I mean it. You're in good company. I don't just say that, guys. Tori is incredible. She's here. Absolutely. Tori could come to the Zoom call, Robin. Yeah, I would send her an invite for sure. She would have to want to. I don't know that that's something she'd be interested in doing, to be honest, but I would love it. JoJo's are you in Ireland or Scotland? I know there's some crap in the community, but I feel there are so many kind, loving people in this community I call friends, because there are. And they just try to make it seem like there are not, right? There's a few choice people who are, this is a cult and, Reese is a nut and she's a scammer and a grifter and a fraud and all those things, but we're not, and it isn't. And you can see that by being here. So they can say everything they want to say. It doesn't make it true. You can stream it all day long. You can 24-hour stream it if you want. You can cash in on it. It's not going to make it true though, unfortunately for you, right? Oh, you're in Rhode Island. That's awesome. I've always wanted to see Rhode Island. Some good shopping there. There's some good jewelry designers there that I buy from. You are always welcome here, my friend. And I'm glad that you shared. It was an honor that you shared. Thank you, Maine. We love you. I mean that. Vicky is amazing. I'm glad you feel comfortable enough to share. It's hard for many men to do that. Thanks for being here. Vicky, that is such a nice thing to say. You are my babe, Yadira. Yadira is everybody's babe. She cheats around. She's a bit of a floozy, if you want to. She wouldn't mind me saying that, but she's kind of a trollop. But she doesn't know any better. She's not in America, and she gets around. I thought she was my babe. Turns out she wasn't. Just gonna put that out there. She is, and I'm sorry to break it to you. she kind of gets around. She gets around. Kind of upsets me. And she won't pick a side. She's getting around. She's getting around with Joel Sachs. She's getting around with JoJo. Like, it kind of upsets me. She gets around a lot. I did get the book, Tori. Yes, of course I got it. Yeah, you told me to, but it was Amazon got weird and sent me the wrong thing, but I got it. JoJo just dumped your ass. She's my trollop, says Susan P. JoJo just dumped your ass on live TV. That sucks. I've been there. That sucks to get dumped on camera like that. It's a bummer. Sorry to out you, Yadira. You better not be thinking about handing over your wrench either. You went and did the thing, Reese. Also, the exclamation points. Our friends who were here also went with you to the complex and showed support. Our friends are always with me. Guys, you have no idea. She's in Puerto Rico, which is America. That's yet to be proven. That's fake news, to my knowledge. Oh, I just got word that my brother's bulldog Maggie just passed away. Please pray for him as he is adored. Prayers for that. I'm so sorry for Maggie and your brother. Also, somebody else, Atticus, passed away. Is Allie in here still? Allie lost her bearded dragon and she posted that. I've been missing a lot of the posts in our Facebook group just because I've been out of town. And I love all your pictures, by the way, of you guys posting from when you were little. But Allie, if you're still in here, I meant to acknowledge that as well. I want to acknowledge some other people. Original Anne. I want to acknowledge Allie's loss for Atticus, her bearded dragon. That was horribly sad. Also, I don't know much about the world and the status of our world. I got to the airport yesterday and Alicia was like, well, they bombed Iran last night. I was like, excuse me? What was that? What? Like, I don't know anything about the news. I purposely don't update myself on things. I can't. It's not my thing. I don't follow it very well. I don't feel educated enough to know what's going on. But I just want to send some prayers for Armine. She is from Iran and she has a lot of family in Iran. And it's very heartbreaking for her. She's probably not up anymore because she's in the UK. This has been hugely heartbreaking for her. And there's been a lot of loss, Shelly. There has. Yeah, absolutely. I wanted to say that. So to everyone that's here, I live by myself. I am a senior, but I love this channel. I feel the friendship here. So don't feel so alone. Charlene, and we love you and you're very, very welcome here. And I love having you. You're new here. And I just want you to know, I notice every time you're here. I love having you here. Hope, how long did your dad live? Sure, I'd love the Zoom call unless it's before 11. Tori, it's all day. So I'll send you an invite to it and you're welcome to pop in. Absolutely. There's Armine. She is awake. I had an extra short call from Dad 2 hours ago just saying he's okay and safe where he is. Okay. Well, I just, Allie's not here. I see that I don't think she's here. But guys, we experience a lot of loss on this channel. And we're not comparing losses, right? Like Allie losing her bearded dragon is a huge deal. We all know how much we love animals here. Armine with her family in Iran, Maine with his mother. Like you're in good company because we understand the concept and the feelings of loss and how long they go on and on. It never goes away, right? And Maine is going to really, really struggle in July. And we will know that now. And that is fair and it's understanding and we will want to be there for him. So I just want you guys to know that I am here. I pay attention to it and I love you guys. And Charlene, I'm glad you're with us. If someone feels less alone, love you, Jojo. Sorry, I made you break up with Yadira. If someone feels less alone being here, then we've done our job. That's how I see that. We've done our job. Hey, Gemini girl, if people feel more connected, that's the purpose of this chat. That is the purpose of this channel. Connection. I want everyone to feel connected to me, to the chat, to the community, right? Yeah, Mad Drop. Hey, Linz. It's good to see you, Lindsay. I'm sorry I'm out of touch. It's not personal. I know that you've messaged me. I need to read them. And I hope you're doing well, babe. I'm just saying it's a real community. And as much as people try to say it's a cult, as much as people try to say it's parasocial, it's not. You know, we feel for Maine tonight. We feel for Armine, for Allie with the loss of her dog, Christy Lynn Wilson's brother's dog, Maggie, the bulldog, right? Like, um, wait, Yadira's available? Well, she is now. Shit, she just got dumped on live TV. That's a shame too, but she'll get through it. You know what I mean? Yadira's been around the block, so I'm sure she's been dumped once or twice. Okay, Lindsay. Well, I'm glad you're here. And I'll try to fix that. I feel less alone being here, and I really do. And I appreciate all of you. Then that's all we need to make the wheels turn. That's literally all we need. Prayers for you, Wendy Brewer. Do you understand? Like, this is real life. It's real connection. That's all we need. You guys, the only reason I was able to continue to stream Friday night is because although I wasn't reading the chat like I do here, right? Yeah, Bella. It's hard for me to vertical stream because I'm trying to do this, hold the camera up and look at your comments, right? Hey, David, I enjoy doing it, but it's not as easy for me. But here's what I'm trying to say. The only reason Friday was even doable for me was those ladies. Oh my God. Look at this. I'm in line for Yadira. Good Lord. We're auctioning off Yadira. I don't even know if that's legal. Yes, Marie Marion. If we're going to auction her off, I get a cut. Is that legal? Now she's for sale. I'm just saying, if we're going to pay a high bid, Yadira, that's how that works, girl. I'm sorry. Everybody needs it. Okay. We got to do it. That's how it works. We're family. Yeah, Kimberly Hallman, it's so true. What was I just saying? Oh, you guys, the only reason Friday night worked for me was with having Tori there, having Laura there, having my people there, but also, my God, Bo just farted. Oh my God. I have to blow my nose. I'm going to try to breathe into this thing for a minute. Hold on. It's not safe. Oh my God. Oh, it's toxic. The only reason that I was able to get through that Friday night, I'm not kidding you guys, is that you were there with me. Do you understand that? Like, does that make sense for you? Do you get that? I try to explain this to you every time. Okay, if the bidding starts at $1 million, I'm getting a cut of that. I'm so sorry, but I'd really like to move out of this trailer. And I'd like to get somewhere closer to a Chipotle and just a grocery store. That's my demands. I'm trying to just get like closer to a town. Maybe a beach, fine. I'd like a beach, a Chipotle, and a grocery store. A smoothie bar would be cool. That would be neat. Like a really good Mexican place. Like, because sometimes I don't want Chipotle, but like also a good Mexican place. Original Anne. I like the idea of a smoothie bar. Starbucks. I'm going to want a Starbucks. Okay, so that's like my 5 items that I would demand to be close to. I just want like a beach, a smoothie bar, a Starbucks, Chipotle, a Mexican place, a really good pizza place. That's it. It's not that big of a deal, guys. I mean, am I reaching for the stars here? Not really. Okay, let's make this happen. Somebody buy Yadira so I can get a cut of that. I'm not kidding. Money, money, money. The best things in life are free, but you can give them to the birds and bees. I want money. You should see her on the Zoom calls. She is yummy. Yadira is a babe, and she has, hey, Claire Evans, Yadira's got a rack. And I mean, like, they're not like Katie Fulton's where they pop out of the top of her turtleneck, but they're incredibly full. They're like really bodacious Bahama Mamas, like nothing you've ever seen. And she really lets them hang out at us. Yeah, farticles. Thank you, Lindsay. Wow, that's so supportive, babe. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Claire, it's good to see you, babe. Can you ask if anyone knows of a reputable medical service animals for alerting me of blood pressure drops and alerting me to sit down? I just read that aloud for you. I don't know anything about that. Yeah, probably Mad Drop Bear. Probably. She's got an intense, large. She's large chested. She's spicy too. Um. Oh, Lindsay, they're fantastic. Thank you for being supportive. Friday night was soaring with God's grace. I was overflowing with emotions in every way watching you, Angel Baby Reese. Thank you, Jody Edwards. I love you. You're new here, and I absolutely love you. Thank you for saying that. Hey, Molly Moon. I missed a notification. Great to see you. I was in awe watching you live stream and hang out. Thank you for saying that. It's so supportive. And I just want to say, I could not have done that stream if you guys weren't with me. Do you understand that? When I end a stream, I always say thank you for your super chats. I mean that because you don't have to do it. It's something that you're choosing to do. It's like when I tip a waitress more than I should in a restaurant. It's my choice, right? I do it because I want them to know that they were good at their job. It's the same thing here. You don't have to do it. You choose to do it, right? Same with gifting membership. Same with becoming a monthly member. That helps me and Huxley, right? It helps me and my kid. But also, more importantly for me, my love language is your time. Spending your time with me, sitting down, listening to me work through heavy shit, laugh through stuff, whatever it may be, whatever we're doing that night. You have no idea. I look up in this corner and I look over here to see how long we've been on, and it shows me there's 306 people. I look over here because I'm looking at the chat. If I look straight ahead, I'm looking at my rough looking face tonight. But mostly I'm looking here, and every once in a while I jolt over there to see the amount of people in here and how long we've been on. When I see that number, 311 people in here, it puts me into a state of high. You have no idea, because it makes me feel very seen, very validated. Thank you, David Booley. And that is the gift I want to give to you guys. I love to feel seen and validated. I never was until now. And so it's not just a number for me. It is an incredible validation to go, these people sat with me for 2 hours and 6 minutes and helped me work through. Thank you, Claire. Long overdue friend. I love you, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Thank you for that. And thank you. You never need to do that. You already work hard enough, Dawn, but thank you. I love you. Thank you. I guess that's all I'm getting at is you have no idea the gift you give me every day when I hop on here and stream. Thank you, Rachel Sandy. And I see how many people are in here just with me. Just being validating to the community, for Maine, for Christy Lynn Wilson's brother's dog, for the Bearded Dragon Atticus, for Armine tonight, for anybody who's going through it, including me. We're all here for each other. You understand that. Now do you understand why I'm not interested in drama, fighting with other people, defending myself about what this person said? Hey, Nina, the greatest gift, one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself is letting people be wrong about you. Try it sometime. It's so freeing. Just because that streamer over there says Reese is a piece of shit and here's all the reasons why, say it louder. Let people be wrong about you guys. I'm not here to defend. I'm not here to get you to like me. I'm not here to sing and dance and try to keep you here. Mods, quick, lock the doors. I'm not here to do any of that. I'm here to be loyal to the people who are loyal to me. That's it. YouTube is got a lot of people, right? You're going to come, you're going to go. One day you're going to go, Reese isn't for me anymore. I don't like her face. Hey, Tampa A, I don't like that her dog farts. I don't like that she goes and protests. I don't like this about her anymore. People are allowed to make decisions for themselves. It's perfectly okay. But for the ones who are here with us on the daily, I forgot, Haggis. I want to say thank you. That's who I'm here for. I'm here for you. You're here for me. That's how it works. The end of every stream, I thank you for your time. I mean that. That's the only reason this channel works. I am here to engage with you guys. I love you guys. And when I get to meet you in person, it's even more. It sends me through the roof, right? It absolutely floors me. Baby steps, Alicia, my God. When I get to meet, Kim is blue. I got to meet her in person. It is such a whole different thing. And I hope to do that one day with all of you, right? I'd love to do a community event. A cruise? Yeah, Michelle Dry. We were going to do that one time. Something. That's why I want to travel more. I'd like to get around and meet you guys. But until I can, right? I get to come here every day and spend time with you all. And it is such a gift that I'm grateful for every day. I thank God for it every day. You guys are the first thing I think about when I wake up. You're the last thing I think about when I go to bed. I'm in the shower. I think about you. I really am thinking, how is this person? How is this person feeling? I wonder how her new job is going. I'm constantly thinking about you guys because you are my life, not not in an unhealthy way. I used to be unhealthily attached to you. Thank you, Maine. I'm not now. It's just a balance. This channel means the world to me. Whether it grows or whether it dies, it means the world to me. And to me, that's successful. That's the definition. That's my definition of success. Success is very subjective, right? But I just want you guys to know that I absolutely am so grateful for your time, for anything, for hitting the like button, for hitting subscribe. You never have to give me a dime. I don't expect it. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to engage. Yes, Mad Drop, believe it or not. Come to Western New York, then everyone can see one of the 7 wonders of the world, Niagara Falls. I'd love to do that, Zoe. I do intend to go to New York. Might have to do that this year. Thank you, Wendy Brewer. And I think about your mom and your aunt all the time, Wendy. Thought about Gemini Girl coming out of the hospital, right? I think about Lindsay. Like, I think about you guys. I really do. I think about how grateful I am that JoJo, I said this the other day to Stacey Toms, the mods are celebrities to me. They really are. They work their asses off. It's incredible. Yeah, Mad Drop. I didn't say it wasn't, my friend. That's the dark side of it. When I met Stacey Toms in person, I told her this, and I said this about JoJo to her and Rocks in a Box. These guys spend all their time modding for Nora, and then they take time to come over to my stream and sit here and engage and watch. You'd think they'd be burnt out. You'd think they'd be like, I'm not doing anything else. Like, I get off my channel and I'm like, sorry. Like, people will be like, do you watch her? Do you watch them? It's no disrespect. Hey, Nicola, it has been a while, but it's just more like, no, I'm burnt out. I talked for over 2 hours and I'm done. Like, I gave all my energy and that's all I can do. I got shit to do. I got to go make dinner. I got to do all that. It's not that I don't want to watch. I will if I'm sitting in a waiting room somewhere and I got time to kill. If I'm on an airplane, sure. But it's an honor to me that Nora's mods come over here and spend their time with me after modding, right? That's a big deal to me. So don't think I don't notice. Don't think I don't notice. Don't think I don't notice. I notice every one of you. I notice every single one of you. And I love every single one of you. I'm here for you. I'm not here to disprove what haters say. I'm not here to be somebody I'm not. You know, scars and wounds and all, we're here. Like it or don't. You don't have to be here. Quick, lock the doors. Mad Drop, yes. Anita Card, your channel is completely set apart from other channels. You are making such an impact on so many people. I think you will single-handedly change the face of social media. I love you too. She's funny. She gets excited. I love you, Anita Card. Thank you for saying that. She's a good friend of mine. She gets over the top about things, and she's pretty cute. She's pretty cute. And thank you for your super chat, Anita. That's adorable. I thought this was a cult. It is, Lindsay. Shh. Mods, quick, lock the doors. I'm leaving. No, you're not. The doors are deadbolted, girl. Sorry. There's only one way out. It's like Willy Wonka's. Sorry. We're stuck in here. Guys, I mean it. We've been on for over 2 hours, but it was a much needed stream. It went all over the place. I'm sorry it was so long, but I'm not. At the same time, I'm not. I love you guys. And I want to say thank you to the new people for giving me a chance, for being here. Thank you to everybody who comes over here to spend time with me. You really super chatted me too. I appreciate that so much. It helps me because I was just out of town and it will help make up some of the debt I went into there. Thank you, Dawn, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Yeah, Kim is blue. They can. And I want to make more of a difference. I'm even more motivated now to make a bigger difference. I would love to travel and do that protesting on a regular basis. It's a 4-hour flight. It's not that big of a deal. Alicia will let me live with her, I'm pretty sure. If not, I can move in with baby steps. Somebody will have me, I'm sure. If not, you can find me on Skid Row. I would make it there too, just fine. Maybe I could hang out with some people there. Anita, I love you guys. I mean that. And I love taking you with me. I love traveling with you. I love doing little field trips with you. Thank you. Thank you. I mean it. Thank you, Rachel. And I'm so glad we're back. I love you, Alicia. You're still here. We talked about that in your car. I was like, every time I see her at the end, I'm like, holy shit, Alicia's still here. She's still here. I love that lady so much. I love you, baby steps. I'm just saying, I'll go to Clearwater too, Lindsay. I'll do it. I want to do this more. I felt it in my heart. I feel drawn to this and I want to make more of an impact. So let's figure that out. We'll figure that out. I want to do it more often. I want to take you guys with me. I want to make a difference. Thank you tonight for everything. But most importantly, thank you for your time. I love you guys. Tomorrow's Monday. Guess what? I'll be right back up on the horse tomorrow, guys. It's the start of a new week. It's a new month. Happy March. One last thing while we're here, and I'll bring this up tomorrow. Who knows of my sister Sam? Who knows of my sister Sam? This is a little bit of a downer to end on, but I want some prayers for Sam. Not all of you know who she is. She's a half sister. She's 12 years older than me. And I don't talk to her much. There's a whole story between the two of us, and we have been a little bit estranged. She just told me the other day that she found out she has breast cancer. And I'm not going to cry because she has very good, it's like stage 2 or something. It's not extreme. And she's doing good. She's going to get it treated. But she asked me if I would be willing to share it to get prayers. So I got, of course, her consent. I would never, ever, ever share someone's health information without getting their consent. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, guys. And Sam said, she said, my sister has a major, major history with drugs, like Tommy, decades of drug past. And she's finally clean. She's got her life in order. And she and I are really good now, and I'm proud of her. And she said to me on the text that she would appreciate the prayers. She believes in God. She believes in the power of prayer. Thank you. In God we trust. And she said, I am right with myself and I'm right with God now. So she said, either way. And I thought that was such a beautiful thing to say. And it made me think of you. Baby steps, it made me think of Liz Tricks. And there you go, Joanne Hawley. Yes. Thank you, Joanne. And so it was Leslie, not good. Thank you for asking. My stepdad's not doing great. It was just such a cool outlook to me. It was like when I worked in senior living and the seniors would say, like, either way, I'll be happy if I die. Like, I'm going to go home to God. Like, they're confident. Wow. They're confident in what they're doing. So that's how I felt about Sam. She is, Holly. She can contact me to chat if she wants. Baby steps, I will pass that on to her and she may want to do that. Thank you for offering and thank you for your super chat. Yeah. So I thought that was a beautiful thing that she said, please let your channel know so that we can pray. They can pray for me. And I thought, hell yes. If you're willing for me to open that door and share your illness, I would be happy to do that because I'm praying for her. Oh, really special and glorious, Lydia. And we know that you're upset, Peregrine, that your mom was gone. Very upset about it. She says, I'm not over it at all. Juniper is not over it. Kim is blue. Junie, you're not over it. Thank you, Camden girl. Guys, thank you, Ghostwriter. Thank you for being here. And guys, I mean it. If you don't believe in prayer, just send some well wishes for Sam. Put it out there into the universe if you're willing to do that. And if you're not, then that's okay too. It's very curable. That's what she said. She's not worried. And she said that the doctor gave her that kind of confidence too. Thank you, Baby Steps, she's extra tiny, Puka Vista. Thank you for that super chat again. Thank you again for the super chats tonight, guys. Gifting the memberships, Lacey Silver. I'm looking at you. Abigail, you left, but thank you. And thank you for becoming members. Thank you, guys. That means the world to me. So, really extra. Oh, it's a lot of extra, though. Really dramatic. Really tiny. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. I know, Robin Miners, it's too much for this world. I mean, it's just... Can you even accept it? Because sometimes I can't. Like, look at the footy paws. It's a lot, girl. And everybody's crazy about you. Everybody loves you, especially the Lord. All right. Thank you for praying for Sam. Margie Barr, yes. Thank you guys. Mods, thank you for keeping us safe for what you do. I appreciate you so much. I'm going to hop off. Please hit subscribe before you go because YouTube does unsubscribe your accounts. It's weird. No, I think she's okay, Yadira. YouTube unsubscribes you. So please hit the like button. Please hype this video. And Melissa with an S, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you. Kissed by the Lord, touched by the Lord. Yes, Armine, praying for you as well. And I love you, Armine. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off. Here comes Fred, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good week, everybody. I love you guys. See you catch you on the flip side on Monday. Love you guys. Here comes Fred.